All right, everybody. It's another day. We're building. I got a jet flying over right at the beginning. Welcome in, everybody. I'm right on time. And I got a video made, and I ate my meal before the stream. I'm on point right now. We're ready to go. So we're pretty much... Here, we'll chill by the legendary weapons, because we're going to be moving those over later in the stream. But I got to get the rest of the weapons on the wall. So we've got, I think, like 5 more rows of items, and I got to adjust the row for spears back at the display base. Or the museums, so to speak.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, K-Cod, welcome back, and thank you for the resub for 5 months in a row, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Welcome back. How you doing? The weapons. It looks... The green pistol with the green... matching. Shing, sparkle, sparkle. The whoa, whoa, whoa. I think that... I don't think I ever had that one, did I? Yeah, how's it going, Mel? How's it going, Linus? King? Will? How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. So this is the storage base. I already moved all of the items over. I still have the massive hauler vehicle to move over the legendary items here later this stream. Yeah, the museum's coming along fantastic. So let's get over there. Let's get over there and start moving stuff. How do I get good weapons now? I would hear someone tag Brave Builds in the chat. Brave Builds here on TikTok actually has a fantastic video covering that, because you can actually go to the Storm Chaser village and break all the stuff that's inside the village pretty easily. And like at first you can break like the cabinets, and then that gets you the materials for like a green pickaxe, and then you get a green pickaxe, and then you can break the other stuff in the Storm Chaser base, and then you can get like some blue and purple weapons and tools like right off the bat. Mel, where are you from? I mean, maybe I hop in bed early sometimes too, but for me it's only 4 p.m. and then Eastern time I imagine it's only 6 p.m. So you must be like overseas or some sort of out of the normal time zone. Yeah, the battle bus is how you fast travel. So yesterday we left off, and I have to make adjustments for the spears, which we have over here. Okay, we already did that one. We need these ones. Yo. Can I join? No, this is my solo world. I generally don't have people come into this world. Okay, so I'll deal with the machetes later. We got to figure out, so the spears we did, or what's the first color? So I need to go grab a different set just to start the red set. The red set and the bright set. And then we need this set, right? Yeah, because it goes red, bright, blast. So we have red, bright, blast. Okay. Yo, Brian with the party of 15 coming in hot. Let's go. Welcome in, guys. We're getting to the fun part of this museum build, where I'm in the process. I already have all the weapons built, all the weapons and tools built. We've already done swords and daggers. So this is blue, green, and common rarity in these rows. So this is the blue or the rare rarity daggers, blue or rare rarity swords, and then it moves into green or uncommon common rarity swords and daggers. And then all the way at the end is the 11 varieties you can make in uncommon. These ones look really similar. This one's a bone dagger. This one's a frostpine dagger. I think if you squint really hard, they're like one number hex code off from each other. And then on this wall, we have the epics up. So I had to remake all the epics since I rifted all the other epics I had into legendaries. So the epics are up on the wall, all the epic varieties. And then on the opposite end is where the legendaries are going to go. I haven't moved those over from the main base yet, but we're going to wait until I get
Reminder to show us the pink combos.
Oh, yes. So if you want to make anything with pink, they're all the way at the top. This is like bad viewing example. But if you want, is Ruby here? So anything that you want to, like, so the blue ones, any sort of blue rarity tool, you can make pink, because you can use Greater Storm Core, which is, what is it? This one. So you can use this one. See how it's blue rarity? So when you use it to make a tool or a weapon, it makes you a blue rarity tool or weapon, like this Stormguard sword, but it gives you a pink blade. So that goes for the daggers. You get a pink blade with that, and then the swords, and then all of them. But then there's another way to make pink stuff, and that's the uncommon or the gray versions. So if you were to... These ones, I think this one's regular Storm Core at the crafting bench. But obviously this is like the worst kind of sword. Like this is a sword, and then there's the daggers. So like they look cool, but they're like obviously like the worst kind. But that's how those are like all the different combos you can make with pink. And then there's also the mythic ones. One looks these two, this one's blast core, this one's bright core. These ones are these ones you can actually see the difference somewhat, but these are bright core ones, those are blast core ones. And then there's also two that are similar. Like these ones are noticeable. This one's like a light gray, this one's a dark gray. But then the cursed ones look very similar to the granite ones. However, I decided to make both of those and kind of separate them. But even the marble ones are like barely a shade off from the other two. Yeah, remember shift click, duh. Just learned the move yesterday and already forgetting about it. Okay, so I think it was red. Boom. I think I should be able to offset these ones like, oop, that's a different one. You'll see. So these ones, I think I'll only have to offset them slightly. Hey, stop lagging. Yeah, double and triple. Like, I think triple you can go super fast with the shooting. So I think these ones I should just be able to offset by one as well. Because these ones are the bright ones. So yeah, that's perfect. So we just got to offset all of these by like one stud. And we'll have to change the last row just a little bit. Oops, of course I do the first one wrong. Let's just do that top row now. I don't have any wood on me? What the heck? Oh, I can build this one. That one should work. Oh, the joy of building an expert, not being able to fly anywhere. Oops, I forgot to put like a... I guess I know the spacing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, for the spears, they're like bumping into each other, so they need to be offset just a tiny bit on each row. Otherwise, it doesn't fit properly. Should be able, yeah, I was gonna say I should be able to reach these. Ta-da! And then these ones are the granite ones, which go on the last one in the middle. So I have to offset these ones too. I have to do the same thing with all these essentially. I'm on expert survival mode, yes. Okay, we can make it daytime real quick if I have the materials, which I clearly don't. Why don't I? Oh, I haven't picked up like the other random stuff I need to have on me, to be honest. Let's just grab that and like a stack of wood. Yo, thank you, Fritzy. Yeah, all this Lego that you see behind me, before LEGO Fortnite came out, a lot of people asked me like what I streamed or what game I played before this, and I actually didn't stream video games before LEGO Fortnite. However, for 4 years before LEGO Fortnite came out, I still am a LEGO content creator, but was a IRL LEGO specific content creator. So all these sets that you see behind me were not only obviously built by me, but they were built on TikTok live streams. I didn't do a lot of, like, I didn't do really any Twitch streaming or YouTube streaming. I did like just TikTok lives on my phone, and I would just build sets on live and talk with people, and that's how I basically built up my entire 1.2 million. If you're thinking I got 1.2 million followers from LEGO Fortnite, that'd be awesome and all, but no, my following was actually grown from my previous 4 years from doing IRL LEGO content and doing pretty well at it. And then LEGO Fortnite came out, and that's when I kind of shifted gears, and it wasn't, you know, still LEGO, but it's a little bit of a change up compared to IRL LEGO content. But luckily my skills transferred over to making other kinds of content, and I've had a great time. What's the best chests with the max storage? They are these gem ones. So these yellow, green, blue, and red ones, they're the same. I believe they have, what, 28? Yeah, 28 spaces. And we got 2 free rows, so let's just do this. I didn't fix the top one, didn't I? Oh, I thought I put it over. Maybe I didn't. I thought I moved it over already. When I put everything else down, I must have just put it right back in the same place. You're right. suppose I would have noticed when I put the other ones up. Yeah, I thought I put them in the right spot, or I thought I did. Like, I did the up spacing, but I didn't do the over spacing. There. I thought I had already done that placeholder for some reason. Now I can go over from this one. I skipped a step. Good call. Okay, now I can't remember the pattern. It goes... Sandstone, I believe, was top left. Hold on. Boogers. Okay. Sandstone was top left, and then I also had... That was bottom... Or middle bottom for that. So top left, bottom middle. So these ones were for this. And then up here was for these ones. And then black was in the middle, I remember. Yeah. Well, I didn't do these. I haven't adjusted these ones yet. I forgot. I just have to do the top two rows. What's the slot next to the glider? That's the illuminator, and it's a passive slot. And the only thing that can go in it right now is the illuminator. And I'm actually going to be making like a video about that tonight or tomorrow. If I can get a second video out tonight, it'll be up tonight. If I don't get it out till tomorrow, you'll see it tomorrow. However, for you here right now, since you're in the live, all you need to do to get it is get 5 purple thermal fish. The rest of it you probably have, like the bright core, the glass, the wool thread. Purple thermal fish you can catch by fishing in a desert lake. So anywhere like this, or this, or like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. Those will have purple thermal fish in the waters. Ooh, who's raiding over now? Reed with a party of 1. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much. And welcome in today, dude. Winnie, I don't know what she's barking at. Hey, hey, chill. No, Bones, why are you so full of static? You're gonna fry my PC one day. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody's here. I don't know what they're barking at. Okay, then I think Marble is down here. Bones, stop. Winnie's barking down there, and then Bones woofs afterwards to echo her. Knock it off. Bones, nobody's here. Oh, when did I put my spear in there? Gold, iron, copper, frost pine, knot root, wood, mahogany, and flexwood. And then for these ones, I kind of keep forgetting. So this one's sandstone, bone. Wait. Does I not have a sandstone one of these? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a claw, not a sandstone. It's claw and a bone. I got it mixed up. Claw, bone, and then frost pine. See, these ones I'm going to need to move just a little bit too. I think I'm just going to move all of them by an offset of 1, like I did the other ones. So that one would just go there. That one's frost pine. And I probably could just stagger these ones back and forth too, you think? I wonder if that would work. Nah, I'll probably just stagger them all. No, because it's going to push it further to the edge of that wall, which I guess isn't a bad thing. I have the room for it. Decisions. Because then that goes to glass. Because I could stagger these ones back and forth. That one wouldn't look terrible. Like if I did this, just kind of squiggle them back and forth for this row. The spears are just going to be the only one like this, where they're a little bit weird. You see what I'm saying? Like that, and then that one's going to be the red one. Because this one's a different pattern altogether. No, I think I'm just going to throw them. I'm going to keep staggering them. I think it'll work how I want it to. I think. That one's not root. This one's going to be funky. Because it could just climb that way for those 3. I think that'll work. Then this one would go there. And then, yeah, these ones would just go... I can space them out here, but then just go... there. There. I guess I should move it closer. It just looks like there... I guess it's gonna look funny no matter what. think it looks better tucked in like that because I'm trying to make all the spacing even. This one's weirder than I thought it was going to be just because of the pattern I originally went with.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Trying to figure that out now. It looks funny, but it's just how it kind of has to work, I guess. Like, I don't know. It looks funny still.
Victory screech!
I guess it'll be fine for what it is. 'Cause that one's the claw one, right? I think that it looks right once you look at it on the wall. I like it. Would you ever switch to Minecraft? Probably not. Probably not. Nothing against Minecraft, just probably no. I've got my interests, you know. I don't want all of these. I just want this set. There we go. So let me do some of the other ones. So we have Blast, which will go up here. I guess we'll just do a test with any of them. This one on top of this one. Okay, those ones work just fine. Kind of like I thought they might. Okay, cool. So the Blast ones go up top. I just wanted to make sure these ones weren't going to bump into each other potentially either. Oh, I forgot these ones are weird. Some of the icons are bugged out. So this one's definitely the Blast, but I don't know what color the hilt is until I throw it up there. Because that one's Frostpine. I think this one... Wait. Blast and Mahogany, Blast and Wood. So that has to be
Oh,
Knot Root.
brother, this guy stinks!
Flexwood. Weird. They're like the color is just absolutely bugged. Where's the Knot Root one? There it is. Okay. And that one's wood. That one's there. Yeah, some of these are really weird. So we also have these ones.
Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it!
For a beginner person, it might be a little tough if you're a beginner. But it depends on your background in games, too.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
I know, today I'm locked in. Shing, sparkle, sparkle. Okay, so we also have the, what are these, granite ones?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Those are marble. Those ones are granite.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
So that one's showing up blue, like the Flexwood ones. There's a lot with, when I get to the pickaxes, it's going to be really confusing. The pickaxes have a lot of the visual bugs just like that. Do I have enough room? I only have enough room for 2 more rows. The Eyes of the Storm, I have a video pinned to the top of my profile on that. Alright, so we have Marble, which I believe is the bottom one. This one's the middle one. And then the blue ones go down here. Why can't I open it? There we go. Alright, we've got sandstone. Sandstone goes up there.
Yo, Epic, I've missed so much. How is there so many different variations of the same weapon?
Yeah, they changed the crafting system, and most of these are like inferior. Like especially the lower rarity ones, like after you get to purple and legendary, like those are better, but even in the purple and legendary variants, there's a lot of ones that are just inferior compared to others. But it's fun that there's like different ones in the beginning to mix and match if you're just looking to RP, if you're going for a certain color scheme with your character. I like it for that, like, a lot. Then we have these red ones.
Is there also different lightsaber rarity now?
No, it's all the same rarity. They're mythics. All the lightsabers are mythic rarity. All three colors, anyway. Oh man, I had chat paused for the longest time on Twitch. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, how's it going, Giddy? Grab those. Only 3 more weapon types after this. Luckily, the bright core ones give light at night. It gets a little darker over here, but then the... What are they? The bright core versions? They come with illumination on them, so that it actually appears when it's on the wall. So it like lights up this whole row. Alright, get the last of these ones. Alright, so we don't have to mismatch these ones all weird. These ones are fine. So this one's claw. Then we go to knot root. Some of the ones I just don't remember what they all look like yet. And then we go bone over. Wait, yeah, bone over on that side. Frost pine here. Black one in the middle. Far one is claw. Opposite one is glass. This one is wood, right? Yeah. And this one's pink, I believe. And then the far one, if I can reach it, which I can't. That one's the green one, and that one's the red one. But, oh god, that's the wrong button. No, I don't. They're literally from the items. So if I want a lot of the combos, like, I don't know which ones, but like, I think a lot of the, like, here, like, if you go granite and copper, you get no rune slots. So I couldn't even put runes on some of these combos if I wanted to like, if I wanted to be like, oh, I could just put illumination on every single one of them. Some of them wouldn't even be able to take it. And also some of them that only have one rune slot, it's already, like this one, obviously this is a bad example, but I can't remember which ones, some of the other ones. Like this one, cursed spears, when you make them with cursed bones, they have one rune slot, but since you made it with cursed bones, it automatically adds Undead Bane 2 to it. So even if I wanted to add illumination to this one, I never could. So there's a few restrictions in that department. Can you turn on free crafting in survival mode? In survival mode, I believe you still can. I can't remember if that's one of the locked options that they kind of turned off. But I'm in expert mode, so I can't turn off and on or any of those. Which one do we want to do next? Which one? Oh, we want to do... We did spears and machetes. So now let's do... Let's just do these. It is so funny sometimes. So this one was going to be bows, and then the other... So this one will be bows, and then these two will be forest axes and pickaxes. So here we start with gold. These ones all out of wacky order. Oh yeah, because the gold isn't the stock. The base isn't the stock. The base are those end things, so it's kind of confusing. Oh, these ones are too close. I thought they were going to be small. Why do they look so much smaller in the picture? Those ones are going to overlap. So with these ones, instead of going over, I can... I'll have to adjust these ones too, for sure. Okay, so what I'll have to do for these is... This row will obviously start much lower. So, like, that'll be our starting point. And it's going to have to go... Oh, I can go up and down. I can stagger them up and down. And then repeat that process for the other rows. So we would go... Like the first one there, and then the second one. Is that good enough? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so then we would just stagger back down, going to the third one, boom, and then we would just bring these down a little bit. Or even just bring these, I can bring this up a standard. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. So it's more in line where I had the spacing already. So these ones had a spacing of 5. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just for the spacing again, these ones would go below. Lower than that. No. How am I getting it wrong? Is that going to be good enough? I'm trying to do the minimum here. Yeah, those aren't touching. Okay. Always got a fix it. Always got a way to fix everything. So gold, iron, gold copper, gold. That one, gold knot root, gold wood.
Will you also be hanging up every fish?
Yeah. I gotta move those over. The fish and the legendaries will come last for sure. So now we've only got to break every other one here to keep the consistency. And these ones, we just got to match up that second stud with that third stud. Yeah. So this one's silver, gold, or not silver, iron, copper, frost pine, root, wood, mahogany, and flexwood. So that's solid, right? It actually looks really cool. Almost looks like a little X-wing right here. How bored do you have to be? I'm not bored. I have plenty of other stuff I could be building other than doing this project. I have 14 other villages that I've built that aren't necessarily like display. This is just a big museum for everything. I'm not doing this out of boredom. I'm doing this because I want to. There's plenty of other things I could enjoy in the game right now that aren't this. However, I'm a very determined individual. Because overall, this keeps the same exact spacing with a minor tweak, so I'm really happy with this minor little adjustment here. It was actually even better than easier to adjust than the spear one was. And it's kind of a nice change up in general from the rest of them. It looks cool. I guess I should have kept that staircase there. Oh, I'm lagging. I can hit it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I can do it. Oh, I can't do it. Can I jump up on here? Oh, here we go. Oops. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nothing happened. There's nothing to see here. Shh. Shh. Where's the piece? Shh. Just in case I crash or something. Make sure I have all the items. Gimme. Don't applaud that. Don't applaud that. Don't applaud that. Nothing. There's nothing to applaud. That's the thing. No. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What? What mistake? What mistake? There's no mistakes that happened. So this one's, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't see very well on the spacing. Like, I can guesstimate it, but I feel like I'm off just from that perspective. Damn it, it went right off the last second. Like, right before I clicked, it moved. Here. I don't know if I'll be able to... I should be able to reach all of these. Oh, I never grabbed the other ones either. At least not yet. My nana legs. All right, so this one's these. We got gold, iron, copper, frost pine, knot root, regular wood. So glad I could reach these from so far away. It makes my life so much easier for a lot of this. Yeah, those look dope. Oh man, those look really cool. Honestly, these ones are weird because, like, I don't know. I wish the base would have been the stock and then the secondary item. I don't know. I guess because, like, how does it make sense to have a metal? Well, I guess they're all metal or gems anyway. Because I'm like, shouldn't the Bowie bendy part be made out of wood and stuff, and then the stock maybe is made out of metal? I don't know. It just looks like interesting that this little skinny part is actually the base of the weapon. Like, and these ones look even weirder. Not bad necessarily, but they just look odd. Because, like, you'd think it's like the blade and the hilt. I would feel like this is more the blade of the bow, and this is more the hilt of the bow, but they've kind of got it the other way. But it's whatever. It's not like it's a huge deal. I think blast goes up top. What do I have with me? Blast. Okay. And these ones, I think these are the ones I was thinking of. I don't think I'm gonna have to goof with these ones. Yeah. See, these are the ones where I'm like, they're really stubby. So these ones I shouldn't have to worry about moving them, and luckily I don't, because that's a lot of time saved just from them working out the way we want them to. Because I have a base design for all these that I did, but I used the stencil for this setup as... Oops, I just skipped one. Wait a minute. Am I doing the wrong one? Oh, yeah. I just did the wrong one there. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. But with some of I originally did this whole stencil with the swords in mind, and I totally forgot that some of the items are going to be a different shape or size. Like the spears needed to be kind of staggered over. Then the bows ended up needing to be staggered over. But like the machetes, I could space these out just a little bit better if I really wanted to, because they're like just barely touching, but then the rest of them are fine for the other rarities. But if I wanted to, I could probably bring that down, because what if I did one more space between all of these? That's 1 extra space, 2 extra space, 3 extra space. So that means I could take this down. I wish I could just copy stuff and move it, copy all this, move it all down just 3 spaces, and then make 1 extra space between all of them, so that way it's still like even, so to speak. Okay, what else do I have? We have granite ones, which go in the middle on the back, I think. Yeah. I mean, it makes it really easy to see which metal they're made out of, like for the base. Don't get me wrong, once I'm on this part, it's just like, oh, there's the knot root one, there's the wood one, there's the mahogany one, there's the flexwood one. Yeah, I'll definitely be hanging up every fish, though. Every fish, and then also, look. This chest has some of the other miscellaneouses. Like, I obviously don't need an entire wall dedicated to the 4 muskets and 4 flint knocks. And 6 shields and 4 shovels. So this will all probably get, like, its own wall. However, the fishing rods and the bait buckets, because I don't have the bait buckets here yet either. Not that I don't have them, but in the fishing area where I have all the fish displayed, I'll have the fishing rods and the bait buckets displayed, and then I'll probably have some sort of other separate shrine or wall type just like display area that has all this other miscellaneous stuff. And then, before you ask, I will be doing the food too as well. Hey, how's it going, Theo? How do I get to the Storm King? Right now, so that's kind of one of the other videos that's on my list. I want to make I'm going to start, like, a sandbox world, just to, like, so I can speed through the tutorial, to make it, like, basically a tutorial for the video. So I'm going to go into a sandbox mode and then start a storm village from level 1 and basically speed level it to, like, all the way through. So that way, the whole time, I can record the whole process. And when I get to, I'll just level it up really quick. And then when I get to the new level, then I can explain in the video, like, oh, Well, on this level, yeah, because I don't remember it all off the top of my head. I would actually have to run through it. So obviously, for video purposes, I'm going to do it on Sandbox just so I can rush it. But then, obviously, each individual step I can explain in depth and show how to, where to go from here, where to go from there kind of deal. So that's definitely on the list, don't worry. So I believe below here was Blast. See, these ones look so similar, too. It's hard to tell the difference between those two, but there are different ones. Maybe I should have moved those ones further so they were more contrasted. I guess I could still do that. It wouldn't take too long. Because they do look really similar on some of them, even though that one's a darker yellow, that one's a lighter yellow. I could always switch this red and yellow one on all the rows, so that way there's a little bit more, like, breakup of it. I don't know what else to call it. I believe this one was blue. That's where most tension is? Yeah, but that's my point, though, is the tension on a bow, whether it's a crossbow or a regular hand-drawn bow. The thing that makes it a bow is not just the string that you use on it, but it's also the flexibility of the actual bow itself. It's using both at the same time for its, like, what is it, potential energy gathering. Like, it's some of, like, a lot of it's probably in the string, but there's also tons of tension there that aren't the string, but you want flex. You don't want, I don't think with most crossbows or modern bows even, I don't think they've designed them to be completely unflexible. Even modern ones, I'm pretty sure there's some, like, give to them, no? Not that it has to make sense. I'm just saying, I think it would look cooler, straight up, if it was that way. Which ones are marble? Marble's on the bottom. But otherwise, you'd want some flex to the both parts, because you got the, like I said, you got the string, and then you got the, like, I'm no bow master, but I feel like that makes sense in tracks, right? I'm doing really well, Theo, though. Thank you. Is copper the best handle? Seems weird how early game it is. It's not necessarily the best, but it is really good because it does give extra speed to the weapon you put it on. Are you talking about, like, one of these? Like a copper bladed one? Or are you talking more about... Oh, don't lag now. Hold on. Game decided to take a hiccup. Or are you talking more about, like, copper handle epic ones like these, where it's, like, copper on the handle for the epics? Because I guess there's two different, like, ways you can go with that. Alright, we got all those. Is this all survival? Yeah, expert survival. Every time I break something, I have to, like, move out of the way of the chest, like, 10 feet away, and then I can run back and open it. It's being really weird. Ow. My legs. I noticed meat is... I've been using this meat because it heals your hunger a lot. Like, it's not really good for healing, but you take, like, 3 of them and your hunger's all the way back up. I mean, I'm sure there's better stuff, but that's just what I've been using lately. Because I've had a lot of it. I don't even worry about using the best foods to heal in a certain sense, because essentially I just look for the food in my inventory that I have the most of and isn't that good. And it's like, well, when you're not in combat, all food is really good food, to be honest. It just matters what, if you're in combat, there's the best food. But if you're out of combat, then really, I mean, if you have enough of any food, you're going to get full on hearts or hunger if you eat enough of it. Just straight up. But meat is inexpensive because you get a lot of it, and then using it for your hunger meter while you're building is honestly the way to go. So that way you don't want to waste the... You definitely... What you don't... I guess there's a bad food for hunger, and that's wasting your combat food in a non-combat situation. You could be using much easier to obtain foods for, like I said, like grilled meat. Sandstone, I believe, is up here. I do kind of like how these ones, because the stocks are all the same color, and it's just the little outsides that are different. It does, even though they barely look different. You know what they look like almost? They almost look like, if you took that crossbow piece, you could use that as like some sort of battle droid base. Like if you kept building onto it, you can make like some sort of Star Wars battle droid. It looks like I'm like, I don't know, especially from the side, it almost looks like the actual battle droid piece. It's obviously not necessarily that close, but. Damn, you got lots of stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got many a things. That's the last of the bows, and then we just have forest axes, or pickaxes, and forest axes for this part of the wall, and then we'll probably get the legendaries on. Isn't this crazy, dude? Holy. Perfect symmetry. So if you look here, red, yellow, and then the orange for blast. And then it's the same over here, red, yellow, yellow, red, yellow, yellow, red, yellow, yellow. Everything's matching, everything's in order, everything's spaced. It's all perfect. You know, I wonder, it would take a little bit of redoing, but I wonder if, oh no, because that I need to go up higher. It was like here I can make the wall shorter, but you never know, because if they add, what if they add another base item in another update that'll make it, I need another row of these, I can always just build up and add on upwards. Same with this. If they add another blue rarity, because you can make swords and stuff out of gold, iron, copper, and the storm stuff. But let's say next week they come out with a new blue rarity item that can be used for swords. I can just build this wall up to extend it. And then obviously there's nothing that they're ever, like, they're not going to come out with any sort of rarity that's worse than gray. So I'll never have to expand it this way. And they've already got more than epic, but I've got that on a separate wall that's fully expandable. So that means the only way I'll ever have to expand these particular wall displays is up. There should be no reason that it has to ever get any wider than this. Because again, they're not going to add something that's sub gray, which is over there on the end. So I won't need to go any wider over there. And then this is the blue ones. So if they add more blue ones, it goes up. But they're obviously they already added epic ones, and I have those on a completely separate wall. So these are like in a finite left to right setup, but a infinitely expandable up and down setup. Now these ones, I have more setup. They could expand upwards, but they're more designed to expand outwards. So here is where Shatterhorn is going to go. And then we have Emerald, Sapphire, Emerald, Sapphire, Amber, and Ruby. So let's say tomorrow, hypothetically, they add like a purple gem, like Amethyst, or I don't know what a purple gem off the top of my head is. But let's say they add another gem that makes it so you could make another variety like these in epics. Well, then I just have to expand the walls out another. So if they add a purple gem, I can just put those purple epic weapons over there. And then you might think, oh, well, like, then you might be able to use that epic gem as, like, other parts for these. Well, again, it'll just expand it upwards. So I've got this all planned out. Yo, also, Lewis Newsom, thank you for the sub on TikTok. We're at 14 out of 50 subs on TikTok. Not that it matters too much, but it seems weird that TikTok gatekeeps gifted subs. Because you can sub on TikTok for, like, a subscription cost like Twitch does. However, you can't gift subs on TikTok until the creator gets to 50 total subs, and that unlocks gifted subs. I'm like, wouldn't TikTok not want to gatekeep themselves on that? Because that just is cutting out potential for, I guess, for TikTok. You know, you're losing money. Why not just let people gift from the get-go? You know what I mean? If you let someone gift from 0 subs, then they would get to 50 subs faster because people are going to gift. or have the potential to gift. Whereas right now, you have to get 50 individual people to sub before gifting is unlocked. But again, I think you think it would be the other way, where they want you to have gifting, because all it could take is like a couple of friendly people to get you to 50. And I don't know, that's just more money for TikTok. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like backwards. You'd think they'd be about making that dollar, because at the end of the day, that would get them more dollarage if it allowed more people to do gifting, because you're cutting off a whole half of the profit there. Or not the profit, but the potential money that you're pulling in off of it. Oh, cool. I landed it. But either way, thank you for the sub. Side discussion. Because every time I see someone sub, it tells me like the current sub goal that I have. Because 50 is, I put 50 as the sub goal because 50 is where you unlock gifted. So every time I see that goal, I'm like, I'm a little bit closer, but it's just still just so disappointing that TikTok wouldn't let me have that right off the bat. All right, this one's bone, so this one's bone, and then the opposite one's frost pine, and then this one's claw, and then I think the middle one's knot root, and then I think that one's wood, and then the middle one's the other claw, and then this one's pink, and then that one's the other claw, the other claw. And then that's glass. And then that should be red and green. Right? Right. Perfect. And these ones look, see, like, I honestly, like, the gray ones are the worst, but ultimately they're the old style that we were all used to, but in different colors. So they're really cool, for me at least. Like, they're flash to the past of the old items. We all, like, this is what every rarity used to look like, except for they were different colors. You know what I mean? Now you get a bunch of different colors, but you don't use them anymore. Is this Roblox? No, this is LEGO Fortnite. It's free. Oh, yeah, I guess I could check the shop. In the codex, I mean, there's still some enemies, I think. Like, I have all these enemies. There's still a couple of skeletons, clearly. I gotta just go walk around and find it. Or they could be bugged, too. That's also the same with these guys. I haven't walked... Since they updated the codex, I don't think I've walked around the Lost Isles much. And when I did Star Wars content on this account, I don't think the codex was working properly, so there's still a bunch of undiscovered enemies there. And then as far as the friendlies, there's definitely, regardless of bugs for the codex or not, I definitely haven't interacted with all the villagers, so I still have plenty of missing villagers, but that'll be a goal I accomplish over time. It's not something that's something that honestly, like, I don't even have to focus this right now, because a lot of these, I'll just find them if I don't already have them. Like, all this stuff I'll already have. If it's materials or items, I have all those unlocked. It's only the enemy part that I don't have, and the enemy and friendly parts that I don't have everything. But those will get discovered passively as I'm doing other goals in the game as new content releases. And maybe one day, if I've done everything that I want to do, maybe I can go, like, codex hunting for those last couple of things that I don't already have. Did you ever die in Expert? Oh, plenty of times. But I always have a Totem of Return equipped, so I've never actually lost everything, but... Oh, man, this looks crazy, dude. Insane. Just already. Holy. That looks so cool. That looks so cool, dude. Oh, a rainbow! It's coming out of my Nana head. Okay, this is just weird. It's a giant museum for every single weapon in the game. Oh god, I'm lagging again. Again, I don't know if that's my PC or the game just kind of... I've been doing these like 5 to 7 second hiccups every once in a while. And I think it might be the game, but I don't even know at this point. Either way, I need to run to the restroom. I'll put you guys in front of something pretty. Very. Charlie, shh, we can talk about it. I was just thinking, is J-Dub in here today? I need to mod him on TikTok. And then Jess. You're here quite a bit, correct? And if you don't have to. But I'm looking for like 2 to 3 people.
Big surprise! Nothing
are
good
here
in item
regularly.
shop, but creator code Epic Bricks.
Yes. So not only for modding services, like if someone's completely out of control, obviously you can mute them kind of deal. But also, I need some extra folks to not just answer questions, but also direct people to videos on my page. I've been doing a good job lately of posting pretty much every FAQ that I get as a video. So I could definitely use some help directing people towards those videos. So like when they ask, oh, what are the best charms? Like just today I posted a best charms video. So I don't mind answering questions, but I'm trying to minimize the amount of, because if I am spending less time answering those questions, I can spend more time answering other questions that are maybe a little bit more in depth and stuff like that. So. No, this is fire. Yeah, it's going crazy. And I haven't even moved to the legend. So this is the wall where the legendaries are going to go. I haven't moved them over yet. I'm still working on getting all the lower rarity stuff put on the wall. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter. But pickaxes and forest axes, or forest axes and pickaxes? Decisions. Probable. Let me see if I can see your other question. Let's see another question from you. Let me see. Not seeing another question from you. Maybe it didn't go through. For now, Eve, I think you've been around here before. But for now, if you want to just, I don't even need to, because like that was the other thing I was thinking. I don't even need to mod some people. If you just want to hop on the services and after a while I can just fully mod you. Yeah, how's it going, T-Block? Big surprise, nothing good in the item shop. Okay, so we won't even check then. Yeah, they bumped them all down. It used to go green, blue, epic. Now it goes gray, green, blue. So they're exactly the same. They just bumped all of them down a rarity notch, but they're the exact same stats as they were before. Oh, you know what? Charlie, you'd be a good pick. Charlie, would you mind doing, sir? I'll add you as a moderator. And then for the other people, because I know Charlie's here a lot. And for everybody else, don't try not to spam, obviously. That's why I only need a few people covering it per stream, so it doesn't get, like, overly crowded with mods directing people to videos. That's more spam. Oh, I guess we're going to the item shop. Or briefly, I'll go briefly to the item shop, but we gotta... That sound is the victory. If you ever hear the Victory Royale sound, that means someone on Twitch redeemed a skin outfit change. So this person, what is that? Supiad? Sweep? They get to pick my outfit. Oh, cool, Jess. I got you. I'm going to add you as a moderator anyway, because you're here quite often, and just in case anybody goes crazy. Oh, is there a new skin in the shop? Pal, I'm not seeing your question. I'm scrolling all the way up. I'm not seeing it. You're going to have to type it again. Because it clearly didn't go through. I'm seeing, I can't answer, bro. I'm saying I see your other messages, but I scrolled up and I ain't seeing your question. I'm not saying you didn't type it, but it possibly might not have gone through. So just try typing it again and I'll try my bestest. But if TikTok, for whatever, sometime you got to remember TikTok moderate, like auto mod, not even real, like the AI auto mod. Sometimes it'll just block certain things. Retype your question. Ask your question again. I cannot see your first one. I cannot see it. I don't know what you asked. I'm trying to scroll through here slowly for you, for the Redeemer. How do I get memory? What do you mean by how do you get memory? Yeah, Lewis, I'm thinking about doing that on Fridays. I'm gonna call them Featured Friday streams, and I'll do a portion of my Friday streams where I go visit other worlds and feature people, and then make pieces of content out of it, and then you guys will like get shouted out essentially in my TikTok videos. Yeah, it might be bugged because I cannot see anything. Like I can see your chats, but apparently the question. Maybe just try typing the question in different words. You can choose Dr. Doom. Oh, Eve. Or Evie. So my stream schedule is 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I start a little bit later. Start a little bit earlier. And then go to 8. But today I started on time. So right now it's 7 p.m. Eastern. So I got about 3 more hours to go. No, pro. Ask whatever you... especially since you have my attention now. I never really look... especially on TikTok. I don't really look at DMs. But otherwise, whatever you want to say, you can say it here, because otherwise it makes it feel like it's something inappropriate or something. And that's not what the DMs are for. Am I see you tomorrow? Yeah, probably. Yes. You should do streams. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Charm from the storm. So the storm charm. For the regular one, I'll show you the ingredients here. I have a video on legendary charms. Well, the legendary storm charm. I need to make a video on that. What was the first game you ever played? The first game I can really remember playing is Super Mario Worlds for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's pretty much the earliest game I can remember really playing. That, or also Super Mario Bros. The original for NES. Because my neighbors had an NES and I had a Super Nintendo. in my like years of growing up. So that's like what I remember the most was playing on their NES and my Super Nintendo, and they had the original Super Mario Bros. And then I had Super Mario Worlds for the NES. And then there's some other games with those two specifically. So it's definitely the like some of the most OG Mario games you can ever imagine. So the Storm one, so the Storm Charm, there is two different ones. You've got the blue one. This is going to cost Silk Thread, Copper Bars, Storm Shells, and Greater Storm Core. Then the Legendary one is going to cost Silk Thread, Cut Amber, Rift Crystals, and Shatterhorn Fragments. Oop, wrong one. Which one's gold? Gold. These ones look cool. Yeah, those ones look sick. And remember, the other thing that's cool about this is you don't even have to use them as weapons. If you have a certain village and you just want more decorations, what's really cool is not all of them, but most of them, some of them come with illumination already on them. However, there are, this one doesn't have any rune slots, but there are some, like especially the rare ones, the blue ones. You can put an essence on these or a rune on these, and you can put illumination. So if you like any of these as far as decorations, you can pick any of these combos and use them as wall decorations to match any village. So let's say you have like a banana village or something. Honestly, like the white and the yellow or something like that, you can use some of these not only as lights, but just as decorations in general. So there's all sorts of choices. Like it's kind of a play-by-play basis depending on what you're trying to match it with, but it's one of those like very niche things you can also do with them. Oops. I have so many weapons, that's insane. I've been playing expert mode since it came out, and I have... It's funny, because a lot of people ask me, like, oh, what are you going to do with all those materials? Because I'll have so many. And honestly, this is, like, one of the answers, where it's like, I always tell people, well, you know, it's one of those games where you never know what you're going to need in the future. So I never know what kind of big projects I'm going to be doing in the future. And then lo and behold, this is one of those big projects. You know, I didn't really predict this exact thing, but you know, there's always something that you're going to need a lot of stuff for if you want to do big, crazy accomplishments. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of like Minecraft. I never played Minecraft, but I've been on TikTok and social media enough to like watch a Minecraft video on, you know, the PC build or storage-based builds. And although I've never played it, Minecraft is kind of a big inspiration for my love of this game. I've always like kind of admired Minecraft from afar, but never, because it came out when I was like in high school and not really as much into gaming. I can't remember what exact year it came out, but I kind of like, not necessarily, again, I wasn't against it, but I never really got into it, and then I kind of missed the bus for it, so to speak. So I ended up never really playing, but it always was a game that interested me. So now that like LEGO Fortnite is out, that game very much interests me, and I'm at a point in life in my content where, is that right? It just kind of made sense to get into this game for me, unlike Minecraft, where I did feel like very behind. So I had interest, but not like enough interest to actually get into it. So a lot of my inspiration comes from like random little bits I've seen from the Minecraft community, even though I've never played the game. Yeah, and I'm not saying I don't want to try it, but now I'm so like into this that it's like I don't want to do anything else now. Like, I'm sure if I played Minecraft, I would enjoy it, no doubt. But I've only got so much free time. And then if I split my content, well, then I'm splitting my content. And I don't necessarily want to split my content because I enjoy, you know, LEGO Fortnite's my priority. So anytime I spend outside of the stream or even during the stream is taking away from my goals of being a LEGO Fortnite content creator, essentially. Because I could play outside of streams too, but when I'm outside of streaming, I like to play games with my buddies, which are like, that's where I play a lot of BR, is with my homies and stuff. When I'm kind of like not creating content or streaming content. So like, no doubt I would be into it, but it's one of those things you can only, there's only so many hours in the day, and if you have certain priorities, you know, you've got to pick and choose between what you spend that time on during your day. Yeah, because, like, it's not that it's my, you know, I enjoy doing it, but, like, I'll play even LEGO Fortnite when I'm not streaming just to kind of progress stuff and unfold. But at the same time, picking up Minecraft is, like, yeah, I'm sure you could, like, play it lightly, but for me, there's so much to take in. It would be one of those games where naturally I would want to let it take over my life. Like, you don't understand. When I get into something, I get into something for sure. So that's the other thing is, like, would I enjoy it? Not that I would like enjoy it more than like Lego potentially. It would be more the fact that like I would enjoy it and then want to spend all my extra time doing that, which would ultimately be unhealthy. And that could happen with any game outside of Lego, not just Minecraft necessarily. There's a lot of distractions out there. Like Marvel Rivals is sitting in the back of my room, and like from a perspective, just looking at me, being like, "Play the game." Like, trust me, I want to try Marvel Rivals too, but I feel like if I dip my toes in there, it's gonna be same situation that I just explained, where I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I want to do it, but now I want to play it too much because it's fun and I get too into things because I play a lot of Overwatch, so I know I would like pick it up fairly quickly and enjoy it. So I gotta like watch it. You gotta discipline yourself, you know? Oh yeah, like, well, that's the thing is Minecraft graphics, they're meant to be like low res. That's kind of like the appeal of the game. So it's not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's obviously a preference thing. It's not that it's bad graphics, but you gotta prefer the retro graphics. And a byproduct of those retro graphics, and I think a lot of people don't understand, is no matter how many mods you got installed on that game, it's such a and not saying it's a basic game, it's actually a very complex game. But as far as the graphics are concerned, very, 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 very basic. Like, there's a reason you can build unlimited in that game and only maybe ever have minor frame drops. Whereas this game, it's just built different. It's not that it's a better game, it's just that it runs on a actual, like, modern graphics engine. Whereas, like, isn't Minecraft like a custom built engine that's also very, like, obviously resource efficient because of how basic it's designed to be? So, like, this is maybe if they made a completely separate engine built for LEGO Fortnite, they could probably squeeze a lot more build complexity out of it. But this was what, built in Unreal 4 or whatever that, like, whatever it is that Epic uses. So, like, this was a game they had to, like, build into an existing engine. So I think they could it could be better optimized again if it was like built on its own custom engine that was like for this game, for a building type game. Because that's the other advantage Minecraft has, I'm pretty sure, is not only is it more basic, but it also has like a custom built engine specifically for that game. So it's a little more optimized in that department. But this game is not... It's built differently in that its graphics are better, but there's limitations to those graphics being better. Wait, where's the red go? The red goes on the bottom, below the yellows. Oh, that's wrong. The museum, hey Curly, it's going insane. Here, let me skip today real quick, or is it like morning already? Can't even tell. Clara, it keeps kicking out of the stream? That's so weird. Makes me think TikTok is like throttling the views or some BS. I think it was already daytime, but as the sun comes out, maybe it's just a cloudy day. I wish there was a utility bench that was called like the weather bench or the weather station bench. And imagine you could like put it down and you could spend like rift shards or something. Like it could cost like greater storm core, I think would be better because it's like has storm in the name. But you could like load up greater storm core into like your weather machine and you can like pick the weather for like the next day. You know what I mean? Like make it like an in-game item and a feature that's like it costs resources. But then you could have like control over things like that where you're like, I want it to be sunny. Boom. I spend some crystals. Boom. I get sunny. Yeah, or, yeah, clearly the opposite way. If you want it to be rainy all the time. And then same with the bed. I don't get why they added sleep to skip night, which thank you for that, of course, Epic. But why not at the same time add sleep to skip day? I feel like that would have been a very easy thing to add at the exact same time as sleep to skip night. Because sometimes if you're trying to farm skeletons, like especially now if you're trying to get more cursed bones, it would be fantastic if, because the nighttime only lasts 5 minutes, but maybe that just makes them more rare. You know what I mean? I guess I like that. It kind of makes it more scarce. But it would be nice if you could just sleep to skip until the beginning of nighttime so you could farm skeletons if you wanted to. But maybe I understand why they haven't, like, to the counterpoint, like I said, where maybe that would make cursed bones too easy to get. And you do want, like, balance of scarcity in the game. You don't want a game where every item is easy to get as soon as you think about wanting to get it, right? I think that takes away from, like, the fun of a game like this. If every item was just like, oh, I want to go farm wood. And then you spend 5 minutes. I mean, wood is one of the good examples that you should be able to get a lot of quickly, and you can. But, like, if every item was just, oh, I can get 100 of it every couple of minutes, then it would diminish the value of any rare item. So, like, cursed bones only being available at night, maybe that is a good balance, and not being able to skip to it is ultimately better. Because I think that's been a complaint from some people lately is as the game has been updated, is that overall it's been made easier. But we as some of the more experienced players in the game, we got to remember that we are the more experienced players in the game. And that is we're above average players. And not that that's a flex, but that's just something you have to remember when you think about balancing in a game. Same thing with with Battle Royale. Sure, they balance some things specifically for like competitive cups and stuff, but you got to remember the reason that certain things are OP in the beginning of seasons is because they're balancing them for the average player. So the average player can have fun with an item because it is a little overtuned. They can feel like they're having the time of their lives because it's really good. So in a game like this, where it is, this isn't Dark Souls. As much as me and some of the other more experienced players want expert mode to be even harder than it is, possibly, but it's in the reality they have to balance it for the middle, the average player, right? What is this again? This is claw. Got to do a lot of mirroring. And then I think this one's bone. Yeah. Opposite is frost pine. This one's wood. The middle is this one. And then I think this one's claw. Yeah. Opposite is that one. That is the pink one. And then I think it's red and then green. Yeah. Boom. All right, we just got to do the pickaxes, and then we're on to the legendaries. I'm glad we're not getting too, like, it doesn't feel too lag every time I get some spikes, but I feel like I'm getting that everywhere anyway. But holy, this looks insane. All I gotta do is put the pickaxes on this wall, and these ones are done. So I do want to add more, like, artificial lighting, like my own lighting. However, that's going to be a limitation of build complexity, so everything else has to come first. I have to get everything else in place before I go and add arguably some of the most complex items, which are lights, and you would ask why. And the reason is, well, lights, they give off a graphics effect, so, oh no, I'm gonna have to, I'll offset them just like I did the crossbows. No biggie at all. Wonder if I can do like 2 spaces, if that'll work. That looks pretty cool. I like that, the perfect spacing. It's like making a perfect line between those two. That's actually sick. And again, doesn't change the spacing overall too much. Some of these are almost too bright. The ones that have illumination on it, man, they're bright during certain times of day. I think it's because there's no sun to overpower it, so it's just very white light. It almost takes away from it, but these ones you can't get away from it. They've got illumination that comes with them. There needs to be an unruning machine. Let me spend runes. No, let me spend essence to take runes off. They should let you do that. Why not? They already made it complicated enough. Give me another way to spend all my runes. Performance 0 again. Yeah, give me a way to decommission runes. Like, let me spend like 100 essence or something like that more. Or just like, how much did... You know how like epic or like the level 3 essences, they cost like 150? You could just make it cost like 200 to take it off. So there's like a, you know, kind of a reason not to do it. But if you really want to, you can. They could just make it cost 50 more than it costs to put it on there. Because then I don't mind having the illumination on it, but it's almost overpowering and like, I think once the sun comes out, it'll be better, but it's like really overpowering in these spots because there's a whole row of illuminated weapons here, a whole row of illuminated weapons here, plus directly on the other side. So those are illuminating both ways. And then these 2 rows are illuminating both ways. So it just gets really, really bright, which isn't a bad thing. You want it well lit, but it's almost too much white light. It's kind of drowning out some of the colors on some of these for sure. But I think it's just because it's cloudy right now too. It'll end up looking better during the sunny times. But again, I wish I could even if it's not raining, I wish I can control the cloud coverage with like a special item. So I want it to be sunny all the time. If I could choose, I would have it sunny. Oh God, what's up with that one? Why do they look off? Oh, maybe it's just the piece, and I never noticed it. Yeah, it is just the piece. So I'm like, why does it look off? But I really noticed with the red one, there's just like a unsymmetrical piece used there, which I really, I guess, never caught on to. I can't reach it. Oh, we're lagging. There we go. Is it almost nighttime? Couldn't even tell. It's been dark so much this whole day. What are your settings? The graphic settings are all on max. To the max. Okay. Can't open that chest after I break stuff. Alright, these ones are going to be weird. Just letting everybody know. The pickaxes, I forgot. They are very much bugged on the hilts. So all these blue hilts, it's going to be weird. I've got to do some, like... Once you put them in your hand or the display, they're the correct colors. But when they're in your inventory, you can't tell what they are. Because these are all granite pickaxes. But this is... And then it's funny, it's showing white on the screen on the right, but it's showing blue on the icon. And then when you equip it, it's actually green. It's all sorts of crazy. So I gotta, like, put these on the wall to actually see what they are, like, physically. These ones are fine. It's when you get to the green rarity ones, they end up getting very buggy for some reason. It's like right in my face. Nope, wrong one. Okay, so these ones are blast ones, which are going to go on top. So that's gold. That's iron. That's copper. Those... Oh, are those... Should I stagger these ones? They're just like... They're kissing. You know? I feel like I should offset these ones. Hold on, let's just do a little test batch. So if I were to move... This one, just like, what? Probably the same, I guess just... Let's try one, see what one looks like. Yeah, that's fine. We could just do one space down. Just so they're not, like, actually, like, kissing like that. Sometimes if I go to the build menu too quick, it just doesn't, and I click on the item, it just doesn't go because I went like too fast, I feel like. All right, so gold, copper, and then again, this is where it gets funky. Because there's 3 of these that are blue. So I know where Frostpine, so that would be Frostpine goes there. And then after that would be Knotroot. So the last 3, what's that one? Oh, that's wood. I guessed right. And then, nope, that one's green. So that one's got to be the mahogany one. And then that one. See how it's like completely bugged out? Where they're just not showing correctly. All right, then we have granite ones, which I believe are the middle end. Yeah. So then the gold, iron, and copper ones don't bug out. And the frost pine and the knotroot. But then these 3 is like a guessing game. Nope. Nope. There we go. Oh, I forgot to switch these. I got to switch them all. Let me do that first, otherwise I'm going to keep forgetting to do it. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, I almost did a jump attack. Oh, God. Don't do that to me. Little squiggly. I did that all right. Great. Wait, I think I did one of those. You know, there should be 8. Okay, I was miscounting. Wait, did I knock the wrong ones off this one? I feel like I did. Wait, why am I switching? Wasn't I supposed to break like this one? Yeah. I think I did that wrong. 'Cause yeah, on the first series is down and the other one's up. Yeah. Okay, so I did pull the wrong ones off here. So this one's these spaces. Like that. Then we just gotta do the other ones. Oops. Damn it. I moved it at the last second. There we go. Now they're ready to all move in. Okay, so now we can do the granite ones. Lag. Purple thermal fish, the desert lakes. Sorry, I'm like mega hyper focused here today. Okay, just making sure we got it all. We're in the home stretch. Again, how many home stretches have I been in this last 2 weeks? You just upgraded all 3 villages and other biomes. There's also the Lost Isles one to do as well. Not to discourage you, it's more to encourage you if you wanted to do more stuff. There's technically the level 10 Lost Isles village that will get you even more builds. And then also there's a Lost Isles. If you're doing it in Expert, there is a Lost Isles trophy as well. I'll guess correctly eventually. Alright, so we got these ones. At least I'm getting used to which ones. I know which ones are bugged and which ones aren't now, so it's kind of... Oh, that was the right one. That was the wrong one. There we go, there we go. Okay. These ones are marble, which I believe go on the bottom. Nope, not that one. Red goes there. Yep. Boom. How long has that took? Oh, a long time. Even, I mean, the legendary part was crazy. Even this second part, probably almost just as long at this point, but like, oh, these ones are the ones that are really goofed up. So you see these, so once you get to Obsidian and Red Rock ones, oh my God, the visual bugs get even worse.
Just wait until next week when he decides they need to go up in rarity instead of down.
Shut up. So like, these Obsidian pickaxes, they show blue on the icon. Let me put it in my hand. Oh, this one's actually wood with, obviously it's obsidian, it's supposed to be black. It shows blue on blue in the picture. These ones are all, and look at this one. It's not even showing blue. It's showing like copper color for the blade and then blue for the hilt. And it's supposed to be obsidian. This one's showing like not root for the blade and gold for the hilt. And it's supposed to be obsidian. I'm like, and then this one's supposed to be red rock. And it's showing blue, tan, white, copper color, gold color, and these are supposed to be all red rock ones. It gets very weird. They gotta fix this is gonna be very confusing for players that are working through their green color pickaxe phase. They're gonna be like, what the heck? They don't actually look like that though. When you actually put them in your hand, they look how they're supposed to. So it's just a visual bug with the UI and their pictures and stuff. But otherwise, it's very weird. Obsidian goes here. So this one's going to be, like, impossible because I can't see any of the hilts. I have to do this all one by one. So that one's red. Yeah, that one's the red rock one. Oops. So we need the obsidian one. So, like, that's red. So that one needs to actually go second from last. And then we kind of just play we just throw... Oh, that one was the right one. Look at that. We got one right. This one. Nope, that one goes there? No, which one was that? Now I don't remember. Oh, the gold one. I got to make sure I remember where it is. The gold one. Oh, that one was right. Let's go. That one was right. Let's go. Nope, that one goes on the very end. There we go. Yeah. There we go. See, it's like, got to play like a matching game. Okay, these ones are red rock. So these ones go down here. So no, that one goes over to this one. What's this one? That one's gold. We got it right. That one's, hey, I think the one that's showing copper on the top is actually copper on the bottom. So I can remember that for the other weird combos. All right, so what's this one? That one's wood. So that one goes here. And then what's this? That's mahogany. So that goes here. What's this one? Oh, that one was right. We got one. Oh, this one's white on the top, so I'm guessing that one's the white. Yeah. So some of them are like reversed almost, and then that one's got... This one's blue on blue, so you'll never tell until you throw it up on the wall. But see how weird these bugs are? These ones are... Okay, the sandstones are correct, but the blue hilt is still affecting the like mahogany wood and the other one. So these three are guess. Oh, that one was right. That one was right. Oh, we did it all. We guessed it all. Okay. Then claw. Oh, did I not grab the other chest? Giggity. Oh, I did have one more to go. The only thing left are these things, which I probably won't even worry about right this moment. Alright, so back to these. Claw. Claw. That one's bone. Bone. Cross pine. Wood. Knot root. Claw. I think the back one is claw, and then, yeah, this one's claw, this one's glass. The pink one.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo! Pineapple, thank you for the tier 1 sub and welcome in. I think that's for, yeah, I think it's your first sub ever. Dude, welcome in and thank you. All right, that's the last of the uncommon, common, and rares. Then we got the epics. Now it's time to go back to the base and get the legendaries. Once we have the legendaries installed.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, Mod Knight. What's you? With the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. That's a newer sounding name around here, too. Maybe you've been around, but I can't remember all the cool people around here. So the last stuff is like this kind of stuff, plus there's all the food. However, let's actually move that closer. Let's just move that like right here for now. There we go. So it's a little bit closer. Holy. All 7 weapon and tool types. So blue, green, and gray rarities. So for blue, green, and gray, that's all the crossbows, spears,
Thank
machetes.
you for your patronage.
Yo, now your average mom with the resub in 5 months. You're 1 month away from your magenta brick. So I just got to bring the legendaries over now. And then that's every possible current weapon other than Shatterhorns, of course, that I haven't collected up to this point. But that will be every weapon combo pretty much possible here in a little bit. And then once I get those installed, because obviously it's just a floating platform still. Don't worry, I'm going to touch it up. It's not finished yet. I wanted to make sure that putting all these wall mounts on the wall, putting all the weapons on the wall mounts, wasn't going to make me hit build complexity before I did all that other stuff. So I'm getting the meat and potatoes done, and then I can have as much other sides as I want, so to speak, with the build. So once I get all the stuff that I want on display displayed, then, and only then, do we cook. So that's the thing I'm worried about, is if I build up all these sides and make it all beautiful, that I might end up hitting complexity before the main thing, which is displaying all the items. That's the priority. At the end of the day, we want this to display all the items. We want it to look as beautiful as possible, but obviously after we've achieved the display.
Skibidi.
Skibidi. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's start the adventure. Back. Oops, I that up. Is there anything I need to bring back by chance? No, it's just car stuff. Okay. We'll be back. How much happened? I've just got the legendaries to put on the wall now. Some place of employment would kill pretty soon. Yeah, you know, but I, instead of giving my time to a company that's gonna profit off my time 3x, I give my time to myself, so I get all the value of all my time. So I'm sure an employer would love someone who's really hardworking so they could, you know, profit off of their hard work. But instead, I choose to work for myself. Therefore, all of my hard work, blood, sweat,
Lose the
tears
glasses!
that I put into anything that I decide to put work into any given day, I get 100% of the benefits. Instead of selling out 2/3 of my effort to an employer. Because you know, if you make like $10 an hour, that means your employer is making $30 an hour off of your efforts. Otherwise, obviously, they wouldn't be able to make money. They wouldn't be they have to foresee more money than you're able to put in. Like, so whatever you're putting in, again, you're giving them $30 and they're giving you 10 of it and pocketing the other 20. So why not do something for yourself if you can? That should be a lot of people's goals. Because, again, if you don't like your job especially, well, again, you're giving away all of your value and your time to your employer instead of giving it all to yourself. We need to do legendaries. Yeah, I'll do them well, Zeus. Oh, did we get to lose the glasses? Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Now I can't see the stuff. I can't see my pretties. Or the chat. Alright, we're moving all of it over, chat. It's going to take a minute because I got to go off and peel each individual one of these off the wall. However, it shouldn't take too long. And then I got the Shatterhorn. See, this is the going to be the most incomplete part of the collection is the Shatterhorn stuff. Just because that's a daily kind of grind. Let's move this. I guess it's one shot away, but now we can move it closer. There's probably no way I'm going to get it up onto that hill correctly. Because just as the way driving works in this game, like if I go up this hill backwards, I'm going to like slide down the hill the whole... See, I already can tell I'm doing it. As soon as... See, like I got the wheels turned the right way to go this way. But the second I get up here, it's going to like... constantly want to slide. So let's see if I can go forward from here. No matter, see, like right now I'm constantly, see how I'm sliding to the right? Even if I were to be turning left, it's just, it's futile. Like once you get into it, I hate, this is what I'm talking about, where they need a physics update to the game. Like, promise you, I'm really good at driving in games, but if you wanted to get this right up against the curb sideways, it would be, it's just so much extra work because of how slidey. Like, see, look at that. I was turning the wheels this way. I didn't get any turn on the vehicle in that actual direction, even though I was pivoting the wheels the right way. It's, like, ridiculous to try to park. Or, like, see, like, even after I stop, look at this. Just slides to the right. So, like, that's just... I want to get it parked up, like, here and line it up. But no matter what, the second I drive it up here, it's just like... It's bad. Do you mean this one? Shout out to Opie for gifting this one to me. It's a good one. Side thrusters? Yeah, but who wants to do that extra work? I want to be able to just drive like I'm playing GTA. Or like I've, you know, I want to show the skills in my video game driving like I've been playing GTA since I was a kid. It's like I know how to steer a car and do a 3-point turn, but this game won't let me. It won't let me, chat. actually. Yeah, let's just do it in order. If I quick deposit these, no, because I've got all these other spears and stuff in my bag. I'm just going to do it one by one so it stays in order for sure. Because I could, like, quick deposit like this. Keep it in, like, perfect order. Oh, we got a skin redeem. I don't know how I feel. I should have thought about that. I feel like I should have picked up all those items again. I don't know how I feel about... You could have a vehicle go under the world at any... I shouldn't jinx it, but like you could have a vehicle go into the world at any moment while you're logged out, I feel like. That's the last thing I need is a batch of legendaries going down the hole right now. Raven? You got it. Yeah. I've got these three. Wait, do you want Stormwild Raven or OG Raven? I do have both. I'm moving them to a newer, better area to display them, essentially. OG, you got it. Is that timer gone off yet? Oh, it's got 20 seconds left. I'm like, most of the time when I do the glasses timer, that 5 minutes goes by like it's 2. This time it's felt more like 7 to 8, where I'm like, I feel like the timer should have gone off by now. I can't see a thing. Yeah, you get to do what you want for yourself, but again, all of the time you spend, you get 100% of the benefit of your time and hard work. Like if you spend an hour of doing something that earns you money, you get to keep all of that money at the end of the day, whereas you would have to do that same amount of work for an employer and get less money. And I get to wake up, go to bed, have lunch, take a break whenever I want to. Granted, I still have to be diligent to myself and my own schedule, but... I've been fishing for 3 in-game days with the gem rod and uncommon bait in the desert. I haven't gotten a single thermal fish. What am I doing wrong? Should be desert lakes. So I don't think rivers in the desert count, like the more skinny river parts. Make sure it's a lake. Yeah, fishing's a rough grind, though. You could just be ultimately unlucky if you're fishing in the right spot, but I don't think you should be that unlucky. The overhead? Well, I guess it depends on what you're doing if you're self-employed. If you have a business, obviously, there's going to be overhead, but, like, streaming, quite literally, 0 overhead. Unless, of course, you have merchant stuff, but, like... Good, the car is still here. Regular Light Raven feels weird since I've been seeing so much. I've been using the other one more often than not. These ones should be really easy to transfer over because there's no guesswork. I've got them all in the exact order they need to go. Oh, right, see, look, this one's showing a blue handle too. See the emeralds with, what would this be? Gold? It's supposed to be... No, it's supposed to be white, but it's showing blue. Interesting. Yeah, I have a video that I just posted showing off all the different. I have every single legendary combo besides Shatterhorn, but those are time limited by defeating the Storm King. So, but I have every gem-based legendary in the game, and now subsequently every other one in the game as well. Here, let's just take those over. I'm so nervous. Should I do it in smaller loads, like just in case? Like, I'm so nervous, but at the same time, just get it done, right? So risky. It's just so many goods. Emphasis on in expert mode. Yeah, it's that too. Thank you, Zeppelin. I need the hype sometimes. I'm not a flexer, but this is definitely a flex, so. I might as well just build a stairway up now. I'm gonna need to for the other one anyway. If you're wondering why I'm taking it all down, it's because I'm moving it to a new location. Oh god, that's the wrong button. A new location to display it with the rest of the stuff. Because this base is borderline art build complexity as well. Like, I'm getting probably pretty close. So I'm making the weapon display museum like completely separate and pretty far away. Just so it doesn't like interfere with the build complexity of this base at all in the future, especially if I want to expand it. Oh, guess I didn't reload it. How many times have I moved stuff off a wall mount on and off from this? Just like me when I was the farm, like the compost machine came out, and I was just like all about doing a giant farm. Like, told you guys, I've always been like the crazy person in this game where I'm just like pushing it to the limits. Where I'm like, can I just do? I'm gonna do everything there is to do, and to the max. Oops. Dude, this is so nerve-wracking. There's so many. I gotta just not think about it. Just not think about it and just get the items. Oh, that's the wrong order. The more I put in, the more nervous I get. As long as I keep the things in order as I grab them, it'll make this so much easier when I get back there. Oh, it's lagging. There we go. So I've seen that happen before, so I'm not too worried, but we got to get this over. This is too much stuff. 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 I mean, not literally too much, but for what it's all worth. I want to get this moved over. Zap.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Those ones don't even need to go into the chest. Wait, how much battery is in this bad boy? Oh, glad I checked. I feel like all the tires make it go through batteries like crazy. I need to put a bigger engine on it. I thought it was one would be plenty, but it's like, seems like a gas guzzler. Alright, we're gonna drive. Also, do we have other materials on us? Oh, these ones cost granite, don't they? Of course they do. I was gonna put like bumpers on it. I guess I still could. Don't these go on this side? Oh no. I just don't want to hit anything right now. It will, if I hit anything too hard, it will break one of the first things, which isn't a huge deal, but... we gotta be careful. Drive slow, drive easy. Also, we gotta favor the left, because there is a brute spawn, like right at the beginning of that forest, so I gotta pull to the left a little bit. Most expensive vehicle to ever drive in this game, no doubt. Holy, didn't even think about it that way. This is the most delicate LEGO Fortnite.
I just got home from school.
Yo, Poncho, let's go. If I added the mythics, which I didn't, I was like, I could do those separately in a handful. I don't even have a spot for them currently. Oh, we got a friend. It just got more valuable. We just gained a little bit of value. Look, I broke my own record. You didn't think it could be done, and then I threw more value on it. We have one sheep. He's my lucky sheep. He's gonna keep me safe. He's gonna keep all the loot safe. He's gonna keep me safe. name him Squishy, and you shall be my Squishy. Alright, which side's the legendary wall? Is it this one? Yeah. We made it. Okay. That was definitely the tougher part. Okay, we're gonna just start with Amber. Actually, let's just... Oops. We're gonna start from here, because that's easier. Oh, should I move it a little bit closer so I could reach most of these? That should be better. See, when there's not a hill, it's much easier. And again, I want them to stay in order, and I only have enough for 3. Okay, so we're gonna mirror the... I'm gonna do these ones like the same. Or these ones are gonna be flipped. So this one's the second to last on the right. That's emerald gold, okay. So then paste, it's basically just copy and pasting everything. Now I don't even have to think about where everything is. It just goes right back up on the wall in pretty much the same order. Oops. Bag. It's the same, I built the same wall pattern over here for it, so it's literally copy and paste. Alright, 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 alright. Wait, why isn't it? Oh, it's because they're each separate items anyway, so I have to do that. Alright, we've got frost pine. Alright, then these ones are blue, so I think those ones go after the green ones. This pickaxe is gonna level up at some point tonight, probably. Okay. That's all of those ones. Dude, this wall's gonna look crazy because you're gonna be able, unlike my other base. Sorry, I'm locked in here, by the way. I'm ignoring chat and just staying silent. It's one of those streams. I'm completely locked in, but this is gonna be really cool because you can see all of these in one shot, like on one wall, compared to my other base where you can only see like one or the other kind of deal. What's the next LEGO update going to be? Beats me. I do not know. They haven't announced anything official yet. Alright, so red's going to be the complete opposite side. Why is it? I'm lagging. Does it matter if you do the runes before or after you have the weapon legendary? No, it doesn't matter. You can do them before or after. Technically, if you want to put durability on the weapon, but you want to make it legendary and get it there faster, don't put durability on until after it's legendary. Because then if you want to rift it faster and you put legendary on before, it gets more durability during like the rifting process, and you have to do more damage with it. But if you want your weapon to overall last longer, it'll make it last longer in all the phases of making it to legendary. But ultimately, if you want to get it there faster, putting durability on it makes it take even longer. How are they so shiny? They're legendary. I made so there's epic and then there's legendary, and you have to do a lot of work to get them up to legendary. But I did all of that work with every single item in the game. You're gonna be able to see it better in the daytime too. Much better. Uh-oh. Every time it glitches a bit, I get worried that it lags, and I really don't want it to lag right now. If it lags or disconnects me, there's all sorts of risks that are possible with all of this being in a vehicle-based chest, all the other stuff. There's only like one type of item I gotta pull off now, though. We're in the home stretch. We almost got it all up there. Why do some crossbows look different? You mean like these ones? Because I got them built out of different materials. So like that's green, and this is emerald and iron. That's emerald and copper, emerald and knot root, emerald and frost pine, emerald and gold. That's how they are with all of the weapons I'm dealing with right now. It's because I have them made out of every type of material that you can make them out of. So that's why some have different hilts. It's much more satisfying to go on the wall than off the wall, for sure. Oh, I have the stuff on the other side. Well, I guess I'll just leave that there. And then I can take a potty break, because I was not going to go AFK with all this stuff sitting in chests. Again, I don't want, like, a bear to come over, hit it. Something crazy, you know, just... You gotta remember, when you're in expert mode, just never leave it to chance. You just never know when something stupid is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Just something absolutely stupid. Game crashes, your vehicle disappears. All sorts of nonsense. So now I've got all these legendaries out of the... Because I didn't want it to crash, and then have this car with every single legendary go under the ground. You know what I mean? Once it's on the wall, I don't think anybody's had any sort of reports. Once you get it into a chest that's on stable ground, or you get it onto something like that's not in a vehicle, you're safe. Whereas if it's in a vehicle, I feel like you just know, like, it's a low chance, but it's always a chance. All right, everybody. History is being made. I gotta bring the Shatterhorn stuff over still and the legendaries. But every single non-Shatterhorn, epic, legendary, uncommon, common, and rare variant in one build. Again, minus Shatterhorn, and then minus like the so all like the new, like everything that's craftable into different styles. That is everything. So again, I gotta move the Shatterhorn over.
Victory screech!
But holy.
Now, this is
So that's
epic.
for Shatterhorn. And then we got all these rows. And then this side, so that's legendary. This side is epic. Honestly, a lot of the epics look better than legendaries, in my opinion, just because of the color schemes. You don't have the, like, because anytime when it goes legendary, no matter what it is, it's not sapphire color. You might think that gem is sapphire color, but look, oh, I don't have a, look really closely. They,
been 84
especially on that
years.
dagger. You see on the dagger how it kind of has more of like a crystally type of texture, and it also has that kind of glow effect, and it's also slightly lighter blue than the sapphire is. I think it's meant to represent like a refined rift crystal. Like, I think this is that part. That's the rift crystal that they polished up and put up. So, like, since you're rifting a epic weapon with a
What
rift
is the
crystal,
best way
and then
to
that
get
turns
silk?
to legendary, this to me is like their way of depicting the rift crystal in every item. But it does match the sapphire stuff better because it is blue, and then for these ones it kind of throws it off. Like green, and like the ones that are green, emerald with flexwood, those are green on green, so the blue makes it a two-tone. But then for everything else, you get three colors, three colors, three colors, three colors. And then same thing for amber. Amber and gold looks really good because the amber and the gold matches, and then the blue is a nice two-tone. And then, but then again, like everything else is three-tone, three-tone, three-toned. And then for amber, or for ruby, if you mix it with mahogany, then you get red on red, and that one looks really good in legendary because it's two-toned. But then again, every other version is three-toned. So there's a little bit of inconsistency there, but I think that's the reasoning behind it, is they wanted every one of them to reflect that they had rift crystals in them. Guard chief is crazy work. Well, I didn't have to run the storm dungeons like normal because the enemies inside the storm dungeons will respawn forever. So I did do the storm dungeons every single day. However, if I only just ran through them normally, it would have taken me a lot longer. So I ran through them like normal, and then after I ran them like normal, I would go back inside of them, go to the crystal layers, and then just fight enemies for hours on end. But I must have spent like 20 hours doing that, if not more. Okay. Holy cow. Let's go back and get the shattered horns. I'm going to go get a refill on my water, grab a drink, and we are going to get the rest of this started. I'm starting to feel a little bit of lag in the area, but we should be okay. Now that I got everything up, I mean, I don't have the shatter horns up, so like I still don't want to hit build complexity because I want to be able to put shatter horns, but I guess that's probably separate from build complexity. Even if I hit build limit, I'll probably still be able to put stuff on the wall. What happened to everything? They changed a lot, but I promise you play for like a week or two, you'll get used to all the changes and you'll like it better. Best way to get silk? Poncho, if you go to my TikTok page, it's a little bit further down on the page. If someone wants to link it here in Twitch for me, that'd be great. But I do have a video on how to get unlimited silk fabric very easily. You're not going to get regular silk, but you'll get silk fabric, probably like you're looking for. Whoa, guys, this is going to be a one-time only event. Look, all the visual glitches because I pulled everything off the wall and went out of render distance. Holy. This is all visual bugs, guys. These don't actually exist. Holy visual bug, Batman. I gotta get a picture of that. Holy cow. It matches Raven a little bit too. Holy cow. That is crazy. I've seen that glitch happen before, but obviously since I just took off every single item, it's what happens when you put an item on the wall, then take it off, and then you go out of render distance, and then you come back, you get like these, they're not, like if I go up to the wall, there's not actually anything there. So it's just more like screenshot worthy. Oh, that's a terrible one. That's insane. That looks so cool. So like when you put an item on the wall and then take it off, it goes away. Or if you log off and log back on. But it's just a weird visual glitch. It doesn't actually mean anything. Like you can't make those, you can't pick them up, nothing like that. It's just a visual bug. But yeah, that looks wild. The whole wall of them. We're going to go defeat the Storm King after this, too. I should probably do that today. I think I skipped it yesterday. So now when I come, if I go on a render distance and come back, those will be a weird color, too, I think. Oh, I need the Shatterhorns. I also did build the Shatterhorn and Mahogany Dagger. Because I had an extra fragment, and I'm building the whole collection anyway, so I thought I would go with an easy. The dagger only costs 1, so I was able to do. Well, also, look at this. This legendary picture for Shatterhorn is totally bugged. It's showing a gold blade and a mahogany grip, but that's completely not what it is at all. A lot of these icons, now that I've gone through literally every single combination, I'm noticing a lot of weird ones like this where it's showing completely wrong. Like, look at this, dude. What is that funky that ain't no Shatterhorn. That's a circus axe. Alright, here, let me run to the restroom real quick. Look, oh, I gotta bring these over too. Look at my other crowning achievements. This will have to be another trip. Also, there's a jet flying over. Yeah, the Storm King weapons, I believe, do have, like, more durability than, like, a base legendary. Maybe not if you put durability essence on those. Wait, did I run out of food? No, we're good. Can't leave you guys while I'm starving. But yeah, they should have tons of durability. Also, while I'm taking a restroom break, everybody stretch their legs. Put code Epic Bricks in the item shop. And then go follow me on Twitch and YouTube. Same username. Or don't, but maybe do. You guys see I got my Adventure Peely shirt on? I wish they would have, it's a great design, but I wish they pulled up the design of the Peely more up closer to the neck. Because like the design ultimately is like way too low. Like for my opinion, like especially if we're trying to like have it on camera, you almost can't even see it. If they just lifted the, like just printed that design more like up here, so it starts like right at my neckline, it'd be better. If you have no one to play with, join my Discord, linked in bio, or you can use the chat here as a looking for group. But I have you can use my Discord as a looking for group. I have a channel for it, but feel free to use the text chat for it. I don't think enough people use the dedicated channel yet for it to be super useful, but one day, that's what it's there for. Okay, so we got to transfer this stuff over. Let's skip to daytime and then do that. How'd you grind so long? Because I enjoyed the game. Pretty plain and simple, but yeah. Do you by chance know of the glitch in the Lost Isles shore? It crashes my island completely. No, I do not know anything about that. All right, the legendaries are moved. We gotta get, there's still some work to be done, but I think I can get to work on the rest of it. What's the best gem? Ruby and Sapphire, probably, for making weapons and tools. Maybe for tools, honestly, Amber and Gold is probably really good for tools, because it favors durability. You only have 3 rune slots, but really, I don't know. What I would have to do a test. What's better? The durability you gain from the Amber, or the durability you gain from the rune? Because then it would be, do I want, if it's more, because then losing the rune slot would be fine, because then being Amber itself would make it better than having the rune slot filling it with durability 3. Do you know, do you see, you guys picking up what I'm putting down there? It's nerdy, but. Holy. So which side is legendary? This side. So here's where Shatterhorn goes. And this will take a while to complete Shatterhorn, but we have a start. And then Mahogany, technically that one goes up here, because I started that one already. So there we go. And then the mythics, obviously. I gotta kind of find a place for those. I guess I can throw those right here. Because there's kind of going to be a hodgepodge wall. Because I also have, like, the muskets and stuff. And some of these other wall-mountable items that I want to throw into the collection. But they're going to be kind... I could throw them on this wall for now. And then expand it somewhere different later, I think. That could be best. But otherwise, I'm not even sure where to throw the mythics right now. I could throw them above... I could build this part higher. And build, like, a crown to it. So I could put mythics up there. Or something. That could be interesting. What do you think about that, chat? Or it could just be its own tower somewhere. But I think up in the middle is a good idea. Just making a really tall tower for the mythics. But then I gotta climb up there every time. How do I get legendary stuff? I have a video of that on my TikTok. So I'm thinking on the back wall here. Or like on the end or something. Like over here. Just making another wall. What do you guys think? Where should I put the mythics? Because I also have lightsabers and the Star Wars stuff, too, that I haven't brought over. Benanthony, you're just going to have to search around your Lost Isles until you find the village totem that has the Benanthony at it. It's kind of an annoying, like, luck grind. I guess I could, like, put them on the Shatterhorn wall. You're right. Like, occupy these spots. But I do want their own dedicated spot that, like, looks and flows. Because I also like the idea of having these blank spots, like, because those are the goals right now to fill. And if I fill them with something else, it feels off. Not, like, wrong. Oh, yeah, my balance is fairly even. I've got a few more swords. I've got, like, 2 more swords and pickaxes, it looks like. And I'm never going to let any of them actually break. If they get low, that means they're retired. Because I think I could do the same pattern, but above, and keep it going up, do, like, 7, 7, and then space it like this, but have pickaxes on the left, swords on the right, and then just keep filling rows with them. Like, essentially... Do I even have any granite on me? No, I don't. And I missed again. Can never remember which wall it's from. This one, okay. So our middle is right there. And again, I can make it pretty later on when I need to, but I can basically do this same pattern. But I think I should be able to make them more even than these ones are, because they'll just be like a straight kind of pattern. I think it'll make sense if I just put it right above here. Like just one space above. Because then these Need the pickaxes. Oh, I'm gonna need to move. I forgot they're gonna overlap. I need to make. These are gonna have to be spaced a little bit different, kind of like the other ones were. Nope. More. More. Perfect. Oh, that was really lucky. Didn't break anything and I landed on the stairs. Holy cow. That could have been a lot worse. Anybody else get a little worried there with me? Oh no. Okay, so that's all the ones I have there. And then the swords. Those will just have to be staggered different, like all together for the second row. I'm just gonna go, like for these ones, I could probably just go in the middle and then start the next row. Yeah, perfect. Like that, and then these ones, here, let's do like a test run. Let's grab those two. And then like, where would I throw? Like these ones I even might want to throw lower. Like there. Yeah. Because then these ones should be able to go essentially the same space underneath that when I fill, I guess, one more test one. Because then these ones would go a little bit above, right? That one would end up going there. Yeah, that's like the perfect pattern. There's a jet fly. Enemy AC 130 above. Like, right? I think that's the move. As I collect them. Boom, okay. I just wanted to get an outline done for how I'm going to grow and expand it. This is going to be cool. I think that looks cool. The colors are nice. Sorry, my foot is itchy. Yo, Hemi, with your amazing bear, thank you. Oh, it's good nighttime. The amber looks crap at night, but the other ones end up looking pretty decent because of how shiny they are. The green and the blue looks the best at night. You can actually see a little bit of the like glow of the color, and then blue looks great at night. Oh, is Heather home already? I guess I better go check someone's breaking into the house or see if it's Heather. She's early. Wait, no, she didn't work today. She was just out with friends. Duh. It is her. Scott, I mean, still want to go say hello to her. I forgot she wasn't at... Today she has off. And she was just out with a friend. I'm like, wait a minute, she's off early. It's like an hour and 20 minutes early. I'm going to go say hello to Heather. She has been gone for almost as long as she normally works today. So I'm like, I'm going to go say hello. I'll be back. Yeah, the progress is insane. We have finished all the weapon placing. And this is the spot for the regular Shatterhorns eventually. But we have every other combination up on the wall. And all within render distance. It all renders. Which is crazy. It is getting a little laggy, but I think as long as we build the rest... I'm going to build some more... Like, obviously, I'm going to cover all this up. That will probably be tomorrow's stream. What else do I have to get moved over? Oh, I got to do Storm King. I'm going to do Storm King, and then I might call it a slightly early night, because we're at a break point for the builds. Like, I got to get my creative juices flowing again for what I'm going to do for the rest of this, and kind of plan it out in my head as I fall asleep tonight. I'm not kidding. That's actually sometimes what I do is... So it helps, dude. If you concentrate on anything, it doesn't matter what. But when I'm falling asleep, if I'm having trouble sleeping, I'll just be like, well, what do I need to do in the game tomorrow? And I'll just, like, run through it in my head, and then I'm asleep in, like, 5 or 10 minutes every single time. Okay, these should all be clear. I think I should drive this back to the base, and then we're going to do Storm King. No build limit? Yeah, no build limit, so I get to make it all pretty now, and I still got some other stuff to display, but I don't mind if I have to push that off a little bit to the side, but otherwise I should be able to even get the other stuff built into the base like I want to. Oh god, move it, buddy. Honk, honk. I like how there's a perfect road for half of this journey. Yeah, watch the brute. We're gonna go. If it breaks now, I've done this. This vehicle has actually served its purpose. I'll probably decommission it for parts. Not that I need them, but it's one of those vehicles that I probably won't use too often. And if I need something similar to this again, I'll just build it. But I can't imagine I'm gonna need this anytime super soon. Plus, it's just, I think it, like, if you leave it near a build and then log out and log back in, it counts towards your build complexity, but it's just, like, one more thing. Yes, such a big car. This is actually the one time where being in the middle of the car is actually kind of beneficial, because I can see more of the car better as I'm driving. So this POV is actually a W right now, since I'm not in the seat. You know me and my vehicles. Just leave this chilling out here for now. All right, let's go do the Storm King real quick, and then I'm ready to call it a night. Oh, here, let's do this with... We got spears that are these ready to go for him? Oh, they have luck on it. I guess that's not really for him. Which one's the storm? This one's... luck. No, this is the one we want for Storm King. Yeah. Don't I have a better crossbow somewhere? Damage ability, destruction, berserk. That one will work. Alright, let's go. Don't worry about eyes. I have eyes there already. I just need some arrows. Make this as quick as possible. Let's go fight him. Do you have a video on what the best seed is? There really isn't. I don't want to say a best seed. I really wouldn't worry about seeds, like, anymore. I accidentally, maybe there's some that are slightly more beneficial, but I don't focus on it too much. I accidentally glitched my chest under the ground, but I used your trick for glitch storm cave, and I need to try that again. Maybe I need to try because you don't have to do it with a cannon. You can do it with any turntable and any floor piece, and any seat. So I'm wondering if I just have to put myself further into the ground, because when I tried it with the cannon, my character would die immediately. So I'm wondering if there's some nuance to it, because I have some chests underneath the floor I need to recover as well. Yeah, J Feathers, I will give you all the tips as I'm running through this. I don't have everything I normally carry with me because I don't necessarily need all of it. However, I will cover the other things that I would bring. So my crossbow also isn't optimal. So you want to do a spear or a sword. Spear is technically argued to be better, in my opinion as well. But the sword is just as good, honestly. But what you want on your you want to do sapphire and gold on your crossbow and your main hand. And you want to do, the reason you want sapphire and gold is because you want, for this situation, you really do want the 4 rune slots. So for optimal, you want to put these same runes on the main hand and the crossbow. You want lifesteal 3, stormbane 3, damage 3, and destruction 3. Destruction's not always necessary, but it will make your life absolutely easier. So lifesteal is going to get you hearts back for every enemy that you kill, and you're going to be taking out, obviously, a lot of acolytes, so that'll help you from having to heal as much. Stormbane 3 and damage 3, they're both just damage boosts. Damage is obviously self-explanatory, gives you more damage. Stormbane 3 gives you more damage towards storm enemies, which this whole fight is storm enemies, so you get bonus damage against everything. Dude, lightning paid actor? What was that? Did anybody notice how many? There's like 6 strikes in a row. What are they saying? What are they summoning out there? So those are the, and then destruction 3 has a chance to break the enemy spawners and the weak points in one spot, in one shot. So it's really good because you'll just be shooting arrows at those enemy spawners and it'll break like completely, and you'd be like, oh sweet. So you put those same runes on the main hand and your crossbow. Now grappler's not necessary, but it's nice if you get caught behind a lot of enemies and you need to give yourself breathing room. Having a grappler or a flint knock is great, because let's say like there's a bunch of enemies on you and you're kind of surrounded and you're trying to heal, and you can go boom, and you boom, then you fly over to the other side of the map and then kind of give yourself some breathing room. Or you do the same thing with the grappler. You kind of grapple over to the other side, give yourself some breathing room. Now, there's 2 items I don't have with me. The main healing item you want to bring is either black and blue sushi, storm fruit nectar. Those are the 2 best. And I put those on my offhand. I don't usually play with a shield. If you want to play with a shield, that's fine. Dodging, though, is more than adequate over a shield. So I also usually bring slurp juices, like you see here. When you drink a slurp juice, that gives you essentially like a regeneration charm effect for 2 minutes, and you don't take it for necessarily like on the spot healing, but you just keep that buff up the whole fight, and you just, you keep that 2-minute healing buff up. The other thing you might want to bring, it's not necessary, but they're tropical smoothies and slap juices. Both of those give you a 5-minute buff. The slap juice gives you faster stamina regeneration. So if you're playing in a world without stamina, it doesn't matter anyway. But you're playing an expert, you're going to have stamina, and it's slap juice gives you faster stamina regeneration. Tropical smoothies give you more stamina overall. So being able to sprint longer and for more often is definitely a bonus, not necessary. But having those 2 shakes on you, not for healing, but for just keeping the 5-minute buff up, is great throughout the fight. So that's the loadout. Now, you won't have legendary storm charms yet if you haven't beat the Storm King. So the best, if you're in survival, I recommend 3 of these health charms, or 2 of these and 1 regeneration. But the health charms do give you more overall hearts. They give you the same, this epic health charm gives you the same amount of hearts that the legendary storm charm gives. The advantage that the legendary storm charm has is that not only does it give you 4 hearts, but it also increases your timer in the storm. That's how I have this 8+ minute timer going for the storm. And then also it gives you reduced damage taken from storm energy attacks, which once you get them, not only do you get more hearts, but essentially not only are you getting the regular armor, but you're getting like extra storm armor from these as well. It doesn't show you anywhere, but these are great. But if you don't have these and you're in survival, go with 3 health charms. And then if you're in expert mode, go with 1 totem of return and then 2 epic health charms. That's what I recommend. Yeah, I'm on Twitch right now. If you want to come check me out. Sorry, that was loud. Same username on Twitch. So you can't put anything in your offhand. You can only put torches, shields, and then food. You can put food in your offhand. Any food. So nothing else, but food you can throw into your offhand. I like keeping food in your offhand because you can eat it immediately. So you can hit stuff and then eat without having to switch slots. So Jay Feathers, I'll talk through the fight. So this first part, I wanted to give you the full scoop on the setup. So this first fight, obviously, you don't even get to fight him. So your first priority during the fight is these spawners. So you want to take, and if you get to a point where you can't do melee attacks, you just want to run around and you just pop them, and then you get away from the enemies, get a couple of attacks, switch, boom. Now, I like to fight enemies with melee weapons, but just running around and kind of kiting them around is going to be the best way to take out these guys consistently without taking much damage. And do remember, I just got a Rift Crystal off this guy. These guys do drop Rift Crystals. And there's another one. I think they upped the spawn rate of Rift Crystals on these guys that they drop during the Storm King fight. See how that one broke in 1 hit? That's because of the destruction rune on this. See how that one? So that was really lucky to have both of those break in just 1 hit. So the Storm King fight actually won't start until you defeat all the enemies and all the spawners in the beginning. Yeah, another Red Crystal. I'm going crazy. So now he's going to spawn more spawners. He does like 2 phases of this before he comes out of the tornado. Okay, so your spawners are the first priority. Second priority is taking out the rollers. And you don't want to necessarily take out these guys before you take out this. So this is tough because you got a bunch. I've got a roller and 2 crawlers. So you want to take out the spawners first, because if you take out the crawler before the spawner, they will have a chance at respawning. So it's pointless to take out the enemies until you take out the spawners. And then after you get the spawners, I would say first priority is crawlers, because as you can see, they're like always trying to run away from you and shoot at you. So after you get the spawners, you won't always get crawlers, but if you do, and then rollers, they're kind of like 50-50, whether you focus the rollers or the crawlers. But during the actual Storm King fight, they're so much more annoying. So you really do want to like take them out as quick as possible after the spawners. Like right now, the Storm King's not looking at us because he's still in the tornado. But when it's all going, trust me, you want to get those spawners and crawlers down, and even the rollers. The rollers are deadly just because they're annoying and they're rolling all over the place. So now that you defeat like 2 phases of the spawners, the actual like fight will commence. The final form is actually arguably possibly one of the easier ones. Oh, here. Shadows on for this. He looks really funny without shadows on. We're gonna smash. You can't do any damage to him right now. And this first phase, like I said, right now he's alive and doing attacks. But right now he's just gonna do some attacks and you can't actually do any damage to him. So one of his attacks right here, energy beam. What I like to do is run around. You can do this counterclockwise or clockwise, whatever is convenient. Sorry, Shay, you'll have to wait till after the fight. So what I do is run around clockwise, and whether he does this rock throw attack or the energy beam attack, you can just run and then you roll right at the last second before it hits. So we run, and right before it hits, we roll. So now he's gonna do the energy beam, so we gotta run and roll. 10 more hits, okay, so we got lucky. This has destruction on it too. So normally those take a couple of hits or a handful of hits to break, but if you have destruction on your bow, you can sometimes, like you saw, break them into like, it's not always the first hit, sometimes you'll break it in the second or the third hit. So now he doesn't actually have any weak spots to break. So again, what we're gonna do is watch out for his attacks, and we gotta watch out for this roller that's gonna be throwing stuff at us. So now he's gonna do an energy beam, so we gotta watch out for that. We tuck and roll, boom. What I like to do also is break these before you even, they'll explode if you get near them. Oh. So what I like to do is, while I'm working on the spawners, is just take out these with the crossbow, because then they won't explode. And the reason you want to take out the enemies so quickly, see, I got lucky, not lucky, I mean, I did break it on like the third hit, but normally it's really hard to hit his like weak spots when he's on the ground with your melee weapon, which is the easy part. Okay. If you still have enemies alive, I kind of got a cheap shot on him. Oh God, I'm not paying attention. I went to go look over at chat and backing up and just whoop. Also, if you fall off the side, you do take 2.5 hearts worth of damage. At least in expert mode, I noticed. What changes do they do in LEGO? Oh, you're watching it right now. Watch out for that rock. See, when he gets his weak spot's not there, but it's going to show up any second. So the faster you get the spawners and the enemies taken care of. See, you could go for the weak spot right now, but it's going to be kind of hard to shoot at if you have all these enemies running at you. So like I can get some hits on it, but I still want to also be taking shots at the enemies. Because the enemies will stay there into the next phase. So what is there, 4 guys? If I kill this weak spot and then go into the next phase, also this weak spot after this is going to be a breaking the horn phase. And when you break the horn, if there's like enemies still alive, it's really hard to get hits on the horn. So any second here, he's going to go into the ground. Watch out for his attacks. So now so there's an enemy still alive. But imagine right now, if he falls, like right now he falls. So imagine if there's 5 enemies still alive and trying to hit you. Right now there's only 1, and it's not too bad. Oh, it's turned legendary mid-fight. So you want the enemies down as quick as possible, because they'll like if I leave this guy alive, you'll see they'll spawn more spawners. That'll spawn more enemies, but the enemies from the previous phase will stay. And now after you break a horn, you will start doing meteors as well. So it's just one more thing you have to watch out for. Oh, that guy's dropped a Christmas. So again, focusing enemies and taking them out will make your life easier for the end part of the fight. Because the more enemies you leave alive, the more enemies you're gonna have to deal with later while you're trying to do the other stuff. So right now, break that. Another one, dodge that. Hit the, oh, we broke the spawner with destruction. Now we take out, didn't even see that coming. So now again, he has a weak spot and we can shoot at it. One thing I also like to do is again, break all these just so you don't accidentally run into them later and take damage from those. I didn't dodge at the right time. So we're gonna take out this guy. And now I'm gonna go for weak points. Because he's gonna fall down to the, that's why I like running this way. It's just easier for me to dodge for some reason. So he will come up and fall, and you can get easy shots, but you can take the shots right now, obviously. Oh, and then destruction kicked in, so less work for us. Now we got more spawners, so we're going to take these out as quickly as we can. Destruction kicked in there, so we broke in early. Shot on him. Poke him. Dodge that. Weak spot opens up. He's coming down to the ground anyway. We got no enemies alive. Oh, sometimes the spear is weird on this one. Break that weak spot. See, again, every time he will come down to the ground every couple of minutes, and the less enemies there are when he's on the ground, the better. Now we got more spawners. So every time you break a weak spot, it's the same cycle. Spawners, enemies, then he gets a new weak spot. Dodge that, break these. Because again, he spawns these a lot, and they're just, again, you break them ahead of time, you don't have to deal with them. It's a lot better. Right now, there's no weak spots, so the only thing we can do is fight enemies. Now we're just waiting for his weak spot to show up. Any second now, weak spot's gonna pop up, unless we're lagging. We're lagging. Oh, is that guy still being alive? I thought we killed all the enemies. See, every couple minutes he will come down to the ground, and you can get free melee shots. Boom. Now that was the third weak point again. So there's 2 sets of 3 weak point breaks. So you got to break 6 weak points, 2 horns. You break a horn after every 3 weak points. So 3 weak points horn. So right now you can actually start shooting at him immediately. So this last phase is he's gonna make the arena smaller. So what you want to do is you want to run around in a circle, like I was talking about earlier, and then you just want to shoot up, but you want to be dodging his attacks, obviously, like before. But the closer to the middle you are, the better. I also saw a really cheap trick that I saw on Reddit today that's video worthy. So right now, anywhere you hit him on this last phase does damage. So now this is kind of going to be determined by luck. It looks like I didn't get any crawlers or rollers. However, you can get crawlers and rollers in this phase. If you only get acolytes like I did, you can run around in a circle forever, shoot him, and the acolytes can pretty much never catch up to you. Now, if you get rollers and spawners, it's all RNG, you want to take out these spawners and take out the crawlers and rollers if you're having trouble avoiding them. You can ignore them too, to an extent, but see how I'm just running in a circle and I'm shooting, and I'm always just dodging his abilities, and I'm able to mostly dodge literally everything. But if you want, what you can do is focus down the enemies and the spawners, so that way you don't even have to worry about it, like I said. If that just makes it easier for you, because he will, even in this phase, he's going to come down to the ground and give you easy melee shots. But if you have enemies alive, obviously those melee shots are a lot easier to land. See, I almost died there for nothing. See how when he falls down right here? So now you can hit him anywhere. And if you get him when he's on the ground, hit his left, your right, this arm will stay in the ground for longer. Watch. See? So he pulls that one out first, and then you can hit that one for a little bit longer. Then you just go back to shooting. But again, you can just shoot him with the arrow the whole time. Because you can also, here, I'll show you another thing. If you don't have enemies to worry about, you can dodge, and then you can poke his hands and arms when he attacks like this, so you dodge. Oh, I missed the opportunity. But you get really small windows to watch. Dodge, poke, poke. I can get damage in him on those too. But technically, shooting him with the bow is going to ultimately be the easiest. And that's my Storm King guy. For solo experts. Once you defeat him, you will get a chest that has 1 mythic. And sometimes, I think every time, but I think it is only sometime, you do get a random legendary, which is kind of nice. But you do get a mythic. It's a 50-50, whether it's the sword or the axe. Sometimes people get unlucky. They're going to get like 7 swords in a row, or 7 the swords in a row, or 7 axes. And then you also get the really important item, the Shatterhorn Fragment. So just from that Storm King fight, I actually got 6 crystals just from fighting the Storm King. And then the Shatterhorn fragment is what you use to make Shatterhorn type weapons. I'll actually make one for you guys. I'm gonna get all the daggers knocked out first. Oh yeah, my neck is really crazy today. I need to sit back and relax. Calling the stream right after this, calling it a little bit early today. Yeah, the inventory is bigger now since the Storm King update. So hopefully I covered as much as possible there, J Feathers, and the whole ins and outs of everything. There is a way to cheese the final phase. If you use thermal detonators, what you do is, you know how, like, the last phase, when he gets all angry, so he'll, like, do the thing where he goes, like, brah, brah, and then he, like, smashes into the ground to spawn the enemy spawners. You can interrupt that animation with thermal detonators. So when the final phase starts, you throw a thermal detonator at him, and it stuns him. It makes the Storm King go, ugh. And then right when he starts the animation to spawn the spawners, you throw another thermal detonator at him, and it makes him go, blah. And then it makes him restart the enemy spawner animation, and you can just do that the whole. So you throw a thermal detonator at him, stun him, and then you shoot at him with the crossbow for a few shots, and then you throw another thermal detonator at him, and then you shoot at him with a couple of crossbow shots, and then you throw a thermal detonator at him, and you keep him basically like infinitely stun locked for the final phase. I saw someone post it on Reddit. It's really cheesy, but hey, they made the thermal detonator stun him for some reason. Unless they want to go back on that and revert it, that's totally an in-game method. All right, let's make up a Shatterhorn, another Okay, so I made Shatterhorn in gold, obviously, the whole set, but I skipped to Shatterhorn and Mahogany. So, I don't need gold. So should I do Shatterhorn and Iron next? Or I could do like Flexwood would be cool. Do the red one, or the white. I want to do white. No, I want to do Flexwood. I want to do black and white, or Frostpine. Yeah, Frostpine. So we're gonna use the Shatterhorn fragment we just got from the Storm King. We're gonna combine it with Frostpine for this combo. And now I still gotta rift it, so we're gonna use those rift crystals we just got from the Storm King, and we're gonna dump it right into this, rift this bad boy. And now we got ourselves... See, that looks sick, too. Black and white. That looks cool, dude. So if you want the black weapons with zapping 4, you have to defeat the Storm King to get the shards. On your ceiling? Yep, I just posted a video on how to do that the other day, so I don't even have to do examples anymore. Tutorial is like the last 2 videos on my profile. If that is helpful, it's on walls and for ceilings. That's helpful for you. Code Epic Bricks in the item shop, because I actually am finishing up for the day. I'll get this leveled up tomorrow on stream. I can use it on enemies while I'm fighting storm dungeons or something like that, and we'll get it leveled up naturally to legendary to add to the collection. But for now, we can head... I'll show you guys the whole shebang. So if you guys are just joining me here on TikTok, I just got done doing the Storm King, obviously, but today I also finished the collection, at least as much as it can be finished. I still got to do the building part around it, but as far as the weapons, obviously the muskets and stuff kind of disincluded. I haven't put those up on the wall yet, but I do own everything. But I got every weapon combo up on the wall here, and you're gonna see that. Also, I need to tear down that staircase real quick. That staircase isn't necessary now. But what you see before you is... technically, I'd want to build a tower somewhere else, like over here, so I could view this stuff better. But here, hold on. I gotta break all this. now, of course, I gotta skip today. Hold on. I don't know what that is, dolls. I don't know what that is at all. Alright, here it is. It's every single... Here, let me turn shadows off. You should be able to see a little bit better. Every single weapon combination besides Shatterhorn. And then this one, when I level it up to legendary, this one will go here. But it's not legendary yet, so I gotta level it up the rest of the way. But I do have Shatterhorn and gold done. What now? Every item in the game. I did it. I'm building. I still have to do some, because it's still a floating platform. So I am going to cover this up, just not today. That'll be tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream, I'll go through and make all the other creative decisions. Like, you know, how do I want to, what does this actually look like flipped the other way? I'm curious. Ooh. See, now that. Doesn't look, because you can't see the whole angle, but that is kind of the idea. I'm gonna cover this up with something. Whether that be something like, I don't even know yet. We'll see. You know, like pieces like this, there's a little bit of detail to it. This will get covered up though. There will be more detail added. I just had to get all of this installed first, and then I can make the rest of it beautiful. So that's the net. So tomorrow's stream from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, I will be continuing this build. So if you're just, again, joining me on TikTok, I stream every day from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. And I also stream on Twitch and YouTube. I'm live there right now on both of those other platforms. Same username, and they're both linked in bio. So if you want to catch me for tomorrow's stream, 6 to 10 Eastern. But I'd highly encourage you to come check me out on Twitch. It's the cool club, as they say. But either way, whatever platform you want to find me on, I stream 6 to 10 on all of them at the same time, wherever you want to find me. Same username. And speaking of my username, that's also my creator code, Epic Bricks, in the item shop. If you guys enjoy my content, enjoy my streams, keep me in mind when you're making your item shop purchases. Epic Bricks with a K. That's Epic with a K, not with a C. But my username exactly is my creator code, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, even beyond and before the creator code usages. Just you guys being here, liking my videos, watching my lives, all that kind of stuff is support all in of itself. So thank you so much for all the support, everybody. I am signing off about 30 minutes early today. I normally go for another half hour, but I am my neck's kind of killing me, and I'm ready to kind of just lay down and relax for the day. But tomorrow's stream, from 6 to 10. Like I said, we'll be beautifying this up. Maybe, like, even right here, I want to do some, where are they? I think I have some other options, too.
How did you solve the lagging problem? Why are you ignoring me?
Ignoring you? I'm not ignoring you, Donnie. I must just not have seen your questions. How am I solving the lag problem? Keeping stuff spread out to an extent. But I promise you, it's not ignoring. When I get focused and answering stuff, sometimes I just miss stuff. Are you talking about in TikTok chat? Because TikTok chat rolls pretty quickly. So if I'm not looking at chat every 3 seconds, I will miss a lot of stuff. I promise I'm not ignoring anyone. That was a great watch. Oh, thank you, Kai. Thank you for the stream. Oh, thank you guys. No, thank you, Clara. Thank you, all you guys. It was really fun. And isn't it satisfying being able to just go, boom. That's every legendary, other than Shatterhorn, obviously. That's going to fill in all these spaces, but just boom, all these rows, and then you go over. It does get pretty, the FPS is pretty low here. I'm getting like 40 FPS. But then we got all the regular epics over here, which a lot of these combinations, like I said, do end up looking better than some of the legendary combos, just because they're a little more simplistic in their color schemes without that like glowy effect, the little crystal effect. But it all pretty much renders in the same, like if I stand up top, if I were to go like really high up in the air, like I'd be able to see.
I mean the in-game lag. You
much
haven't
all
had
of it.
complexity yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Complexity, keeping stuff spread out. So, like, this is pretty intense. I do play on PC, so I have a little bit more of a limit than some people. But that's why I had to watch it. I might not even be able to get that far in covering stuff up. Like, I might hit the build limit an hour into tomorrow's stream. But mostly this stuff, it's a lot. But it's fairly spread out in a manner that's keeping it tame. But I also play on PC, so that is a little bit of it. But again, even like the build complexity thing, has to do, even if you see some of my other villages that are really big and detailed, they're also extremely spread out to an extent. Yeah, the second I get out of there, my frames are quite a bit better, though. Yeah, super satisfying, guys, but I'm done for the night. I will be on tomorrow. Like you said, I already kind of did my little spiels there. 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern. That'll be same tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow as well, same time. Stay after that. I really don't take days off. Here, let me pull up my... What's the Twitch? Hold on, let me pull up my Twitch. Let's pull up the Twitch real quick. Go to Creator Dashboard, Stream Manager. Or no, we want the analytics, right? We want the overview. Yeah, right now, I've streamed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 days in a row right now. And then there was a day off break there, but then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days on before that, and then a day off, and then a day on, and then the only days off I really have are, the only reason that I have days off earlier in the month is from me traveling to Denmark on December 8th and being in Denmark on the 9th, and I streamed a little bit on the 11th, then the 12th was me traveling back from Denmark. And then the 13th, I hopped back on for a week straight, took a day off, and now I've been on a 17-day bender. So I've been pretty consistent lately. I stream very consistently, 4 hours every single day. So thank you guys for all the support throughout the month and this whole year. Or last year, rather. It's been crazy. So I will see you guys, everybody, tomorrow. We're raiding over to who again? I saw someone put it in chat, but now it's like probably buried. Miss Dimples? Yes! Perfect. Get over there. Get over here. But more like, get over there. Yo, thank you, Zep. Thank you for the gifties. Wyatt, thank you for the heart me. Hemi, thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts that I didn't call out and missed. I apologize ahead of time. But otherwise, thank you for all the support, everybody. I am out of here. All right, go say hello to Miss Dimples for me. Later. All right, we just ended the stream on Twitch. So for everybody on TikTok still here, I'm ending the stream right now. So if you want to check out more of me and my content, you can see all of my replays of my lives on Twitch. If you want to just watch some older live footage of like me putting up items on the wall yesterday and stuff, there's always that. But also I'm on YouTube, same username. I post my short form content there as well. So another good reason to follow me on those other platforms is because TikTok in about a week and a half or 2 weeks may or may not be banned. So if it does get banned and you want to continue to consume LEGO Fortnite content from me, you'll essentially have to find me on those platforms, Twitch and YouTube, because that's my main other platforms. So sometimes a good idea to do that ahead of the time, just in case TikTok's banned. But otherwise, it helps me out a lot if you join me on the other platforms. But otherwise, guys, I am out of here. I am ending the stream. Find me on Twitch on the way out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Code Epic Bricks in the item shop. See you guys.